The demons hate you. The demons hate you. The demons hate you.
You will develop the mental effects. There is a rapid, very complete loss of contact with reality.
I'm willing to do what's right, and I don't want to go through what I'm going to go through.
There is a rapid loss of the body image.
I'm willing to do what's right.
The body's sense of time.
I'm willing to do what's right.
The body's natural clock.
That's awesome. Here, you just swallow it.
I'm willing to do what's right.
Realistically speaking, they are nothing more or less than a period of insanity.
I wonder how that sounds. I wonder how that got picked up in my mic. And how you guys doing? So this is a playthrough that I actually haven't done in a very, very long time. Let me show you guys how long ago this was. So we're gonna get rid of the screen cover for a second. I think Kenzie's streaming. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go your videos, right? Then check this fucking shit out. So Epic Just an RPG Waifu Adventure was streamed on February 26th, 2023. And I remember during this stream, at some point I said, wow, I can't wait to keep streaming this. And then 2 years later, over 2 years, we're finally touching this game again. And like, I don't know if any of you guys have been around long enough to see my old BRB screen, but holy shit, my old OBS setup was horrific. This is it. It's not even like centered properly. Like it's not even centered properly. I think the footage was like slightly too bright. Actually, wait, hold on. Oh wait, no, it's the NVIDIA HDR. I think the footage was initially too bright. My like NVIDIA HDR shit is making it look proper. But anyways, yeah, I played it for like 3 hours. And then let me tell you, this is one of the very first live streams I've ever done in my entire life. Dude, I'm going to put on a face cam for this. One of the very first live streams I've ever done in my entire life. And dude, I remember doing this stream and thinking, fuck, I am miserable. There is nobody in chat, nobody for me to interact with. It was 3 hours of improv. Not even 3 hours, like 2 hours and 44 minutes. Let me put this on. 2 hours and 44 minutes of just me trying to improv. Somebody gave this a like. That was not me, so whatever. But anyways, I streamed this in combination with this Just an RPG video, which I'm planning on remaking just because, like, I think it's a decent video. But first of all, I age restricted it. Before I knew that age restricting is like a guaranteed way to make your video fucking die. And also I feel like it could be presented better. You know, this video really does not need to be 40 minutes long. So in my personal opinion, this is a video that I wanted to kind of go back to, and I wanted to continue this series. I wanted to continue making crazy Capcom fans. I just hit a roadblock when it came to Dark Side Phil, because I remember I was gonna make a whole ass documentary about him, and then it just never came to be for various reasons. One of them being that like I actually started kind of rooting for Dark Side Phil. Like I think some of the things he does on stream is not that unreasonable, but that's my hot take. Anyways, fucking without being whatever. Well, hello there, stranger. How you doing? How you doing, Nico? Botrix didn't pick up on that. Hopefully he does. But yeah, this is a long time coming. I'm pretty sure we're gonna start with a new save file. There's no way I'm picking up that save file from like 2023. Granted, we're only like a few hours into the game, so I don't think that's like the hugest deal in the world. We're not missing much, but yeah, if you've never played Okami, the best way to summarize it is PlayStation 2 Legend of Zelda. That's like the best way to summarize it. Essentially. On the PS2, it lags like a motherfucker. On the PS2, this shit did not run correctly. So Hold on. I'm just gonna cover my camera real quick and mute my mic. Apologies. Reason I did that is because I had to blow my nose. And I didn't want it to be really disgusting. So yeah, there you guys go. I'll be back in 1 second. Boys, how you doing, DNM? But yeah, this is one of Kamiya's like babies. Like this was one of the games he created. I forget when in the like Kamiya timeline that he made this. Obviously this is before Platinum. I don't remember if this is before or after Beautiful Joe. I think it might have been after, right? I'm thinking so, but this is one of like Studio Clover's like classic, or maybe this was before Beautiful Joe, right? Either way, it's one of Studio Clover's like big like original IPs. And then they disbanded it, and now they're rebanding it. So like it actually is kind of fitting that we're playing Okami right now in the reoccurrence of Okami the sequel. Apparently that's what it's called, Okami sequel. I don't know what's going on there, but never played Okami. I always see it on sale for like $10. This game's pretty all right. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest game I ever played because that would be lying, but like if you like Zelda, then oh my fucking god, is it not gonna read my Xbox controller? I do think some parts of this game are really funny, and there's many other parts of this game that just like leak that Hideki Kamiya energy. I almost said Hideo Kojima. Hold on. Can I use my Xbox? I might have to restart the game. Shit. I swear I thought I had my Xbox controller up when I was starting it. I started doing the rough edits on that Monster Hunter video, so hopefully that's out sometime soon. I don't know. I've got a lot of shit fucking moving around right now. I actually can't tell you. I actually can't tell you like when anything is going to be happening. It's kind of frustrating, but oh well. Yeah, I apparently played this for because I played it for like an hour for the Just an RPG video. I got like an hour of gameplay footage of it. Oh yeah, this game's also like DMC in the way that you get like a ranking system based on how you play the game. Oh fuck. I was looking for the window in the hotbar. That's so weird. I can't think of too many games where that happens, but I know it's a common thing on like PC for whatever reason. Dude, you have to be fucking shitting me. Why is it not reading my Xbox controller? Uh-oh. I might have to play this keyboard and mouse. Why? Come on, man. How's everybody doing? Why is it not wanting to use my Xbox controller? Fine. Keyboard and mouse. All right. Controls. Maybe it's in here. Maybe I have to set it to controller. Oh. F1 for fan menu. Are there any keys in here that I don't have on my extra small keyboard? POV. Oh, right. Is that like Metal Gear Solid? You got like the first person mode. Options. Controller settings. We have to turn controller on or something like that. You have to be shitting me, dude. Come on. Maybe if I restart Steam, maybe it's like a Steam input issue. I had a feeling. I was like, oh, we can start stream 10 minutes early. And then I was like, no, we should launch the game and make sure things are working. And then guess what? God damn it. Okay. So close Steam. Restart Steam. Yeah, this has been a long time coming. It's been a long fucking time coming. The stars just happened to align. Wilds made me not want to play Monster Hunter anymore, so I'm fucking like, fine, let's find a different game to play that's not Monster Hunter on Wednesdays. Fucking, or no, it's Thursday, isn't it? What day is it? Yeah, it's Thursday. Okay. Anyways, what did we used to play on Thursday? Oh, Ace Attorney. That's what it was. And then we finished that one trial in Ace Attorney, and I was like, fuck, I'm not streaming that again. That was a shit show. What the fuck? Okay, we're playing keyboard and mouse. Okay, whatever, dude. Okay, begin story. I wonder how keyboard and mouse on this game is. Because I know when I played it on Xbox controller. Like, there was no reason. Not that I ever finished it, but this does not seem like the kind of game where I would want to play it on... there we go, Hideki Kamiya. This is not the kind of game where I would want to play it on keyboard, but who knows? It could be just fine. Could be pretty alright. Oh, is it going to play that whole beginning cinematic again? I don't think so, right? I think there's like a second part to it, right? Oh, okay, hold on. I like how they do the Banjo-Kazooie voice lines. I think the way that the game is animated and presented, like the art style and everything behind it is phenomenal. That was the thing I liked about all of the Studio Clover games. Just, they really maxed it out on the presentation. and like a lot of these games just stood out so much from everything else that was coming out at the time. There's like 3 games from this franchise, right? I think there was, because there's Okami, then there's Oki Maiden, and then or Oki Maiden, however you pronounce that. And then there's Okami sequel, which Kamiya's making right now. And can I just say, I am fucking surprised that Okami is even getting a sequel, let alone that like Hideki Kamiya is working on it. And like the funny thing is, I remember seeing interviews from Kamiya, and they're like, "Oh, will we ever see another Devil May Cry like headed by Kamiya?" And Kamiya's like, "I really want to do that. I really want to do that." And then they're like, "Will we ever see another Evil Joe game?" And Kamiya's like, "I really want to do that. I really." It's funny how like a decade or two ago, he was so bitter towards Capcom, and then like to think Platinum Games treated him so shit that like he fucking ran back. And he's like, "Wait, guys. Please, I'll make sequels." Oh fuck. I love that. I fucking love Kamiya so much, dude. You know what? This is like the perfect time. Hold on. Speaking of Kamiya lore, Hideki Kamiya, which 2 leaks. Hideki Kamiya, I remember, had some crazy shit to say about fucking about fucking Nintendo Switch 2 leakers. These damn leakers are in a position of responsibility where they have access to information that only a very select few know. Yet what they know is nothing more than an expression of filthy desire for everyone. He's on like an evil villain fucking like monologue on Twitter. They're shameful people. So it's not the manufacturers whose secrets have been exposed who should be blamed, but these damn people. And they need to be crushed as soon as possible. This guy gets fucking mad. And like, I have a theory. This guy gets so pissed when you talk to him on like interviews and shit about like the Nintendo Switch 2. I remember there was like one tweet where it was like, "They're no better than the shit on the bottom of my shoe sole," or something crazy like that. The shitty leaker only acts for its own. I think this might be it. "He's the worst of scum, so he should be covered in shit from head to toe and thrown out of the atmosphere." It's like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck is this guy talking about? Like, this is why I love him. Anytime I see an article that has Hideki Kamiya's name in it, I have to fucking check it out. Because 9 times out of 10, it's something hilarious. It's something unbelievably funny. Like, and I have this theory that Kamiya is only angry because most likely he was working on some sort of like Switch 2 game or something like that, and his bosses probably yelled at him about it. They're probably like, fuck, why are they leaking Switch 2? And the Kamiya is probably shaking in his fucking boots. And he's like, ah! And then like people talk to him and he's like, those fucking Switch 2 leakers. Japanese people, dude. Oh. He said, screw you guys, I'm going home. Exactly, dude. home back to Capcom. And then the funniest part about the Capcom thing is I remember there was one interview and he's like, yeah, Capcom's letting me make Okami 2, but they won't let me have the IP. So like, even though he ran back to Capcom, he's still getting bones everywhere he goes. This man keeps getting cucked. I need to finish that video, but he keeps getting cucked everywhere he goes. It's crazy. Every fucking where he goes. The poor guy. He's not allowed to like own anything. Any opportunity he has to make like a company like a shitload of money, it's never like properly respected. It's always like, because with Bayonetta, right, it's always like fucking with Bayonetta, it's like, okay, Kamiya, you can just kind of stand back, you know, let us handle Bayonetta 2. And then he's got all these fucking tweets that's like, I don't like the box art, I don't like the way Bayonetta looks, I don't like what they did with the combat, all they did was take my story. The poor guy, goddamn. So I'm kind of curious, like, how much control does he have over Okami 2? I hope they at least let him choose like the box art and stuff like that, because man, that guy gets livid. That guy gets so livid over small things, but that's kind of what I love about him so much. He is one of the best fucking people on this planet, I swear to God. One of the best. Place as dark as evil itself served Orochi's home as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance. Beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon the 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Just chugged a fucking rock star, so that's why it looked like I'm gonna fucking burp. Nagi left with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. Well, good thing is that he doesn't overreact. He doesn't overreact. The thing I like about Kamiya is I love his little like gothic bad boy persona. The fucking leather jackets and like the fucking leather motorcycle jacket and the sunglasses. I love that about that guy. That he is not fucking afraid to just be himself. And I love that so much about him. Whereas like compared to like the other eccentric like Japanese people in the industry, like Hideo Kojima, like I love the guy to death, but holy fucking shit, that guy is such an I shouldn't say eccentric. He is such an egotistical like asshole. Whereas like Kamiya, you can kind of understand where he's coming from, because like he gets boned every single time. It doesn't matter how much money he makes a company. He's they just shit all over him and be all like, all right, Kamiya, you do your thing. All right, let the big boys play, Kamiya. Whereas like Hideo Kojima, I feel like is the opposite problem, where like they dick ride him so hard everywhere that he works that like they just approve him for like unlimited funding, and then look how that turned out for Konami. So it's one of those things where it's like Kamiya tried so hard to be the bull that nobody bossed around and nobody fucked with, but his entire professional career, that's all that ever happened to him. And then Hideo Kojima was just the guy who was into pissing and feet, and like people just underestimated him. It was such a bizarre fucking thing that goes on in Japan, man. And I like it. There could probably be like a whole lore or like a whole fucking like anime you could make about like, you know, what's it called, Hyperdimension Neptunia. You could probably make a show like Hyperdimension Neptunia, but about like all the different fucking directors in like Japan who make video games and shit. You could definitely make like some sort of like slice of life anime like that. You got fucking Hideo, you got fucking Shigeru Miyamoto hanging out with Hideo Kojima or some shit like that. Oh shit, look at what he's doing, dude. You got Hideki Naganuma. He's like the guy in the corner that everybody forgets about. He's the launch of the series. He gets introduced like in the beginning and then like doesn't appear for the rest of it until the very end when the creator remembers that he fucking created him. It's like his only two appearances are people confusing him with Hideki Kamiya, and then the other appearance is people confusing him with Hideo Kojima. That's my favorite thing about Naganuma, by the way. Just the fact that like 2 different times he was like, I'm not Hideki Kamiya, don't ask me about Devil May Cry, and then the fucking second time people were like, well, what are your thoughts on Metal Gear Solid? And he's like, I am not Hideo Kojima, don't ask me about Metal Gear. I don't know. I'm telling you, they gave me a whole fucking show about all this shit, dude. It's honestly a good opportunity. I'm not gonna lie. I would watch that. I don't think I'll be able to shut up about Kamiya this entire playthrough. Every little thing about this game reminds me of like just some funny shit that he's done at some point in his life. You know what's crazy is like the Kamiya that we see today, he's actually not very different from like, apparently he's not very different from when he was a child. Like apparently like as soon as he became a fucking teen, he was into that whole like motorcycle shit and he just stuck with it his entire life. How old is he now? He's like 50 or something like that. Like he's still keeping at that. It's one of the reasons I really like him. Man, that guy knows exactly what he wants. That's so admirable, dude. Oh fuck. We need another Beautiful Joe TV. I would love to see another Beautiful Joe. I gotta play Beautiful Joe on stream at some point too. Because I know I recorded gameplay footage of it like 2022. Like the first year I started my YouTube channel, something crazy like that. And then like I never touched it again. And I remember while I was recording that gameplay, I was like, oh man, this game is so tight. I can't wait to like stream it someday. And then that day just kind of like never happened. And then now I'm probably going to want to make it happen, honestly. Anyways, he's destroying the Orochi. I think that's the name of the beast. I haven't been reading it. If you couldn't tell, I've kind of been talking over it, but oh well. I am going at a pace so where like if somebody does want to read it, if any like VOD viewers want to read it, they totally can. Oh, man, this game actually, you know, it's funny that I'm watching like OG Dragon Ball while playing this game, because I remember when I first played this game and I saw all the like pervy shit that's in it, and I'm like, Kamiya, what the fuck? But like then I'm realizing that whole like generation, the people who like not only created like OG Dragon Ball, but like the early 80s like Japanese children who saw that show went on to create shit like Okami. That explains so much why like all of Kamiya's games are so pervy. That motherfucker definitely watched Dragon Ball, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy I'm watching it, dude. I've been having a lot of fun with it personally. Good thing is he doesn't overreact. We'll just all look forward to an age of endless peace. I'm gonna avoid talking about just an RPG during this stream because I don't want to talk about something like super disgusting like that while people are trying to watch an Okami playthrough. No one in the village even took notice. This Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. The downside of playing a game like this is I gotta remember to read this shit. Usually there's voice acting. You been watching OG Dragon Ball with Kid Goku, or are you watching GBZ? I'm watching like OG, like Kid Goku Dragon Ball. And I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying the hell out of it, dude. That show is so amazing. I know most people are exposed to Dragon Ball Z first, which is like part of the reason I decided to watch OG, because I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch like I don't want to watch what everybody else watched. I kind of want to watch it from the beginning, because like there were some factoids that like convinced me to do it. First of all, the fact that Yamcha's a joke character in Dragon Ball Z. I heard that he was an actual like character in OG Dragon Ball. Like he's like an actual fleshed out character, not just a joke. So I was really curious about that, because I'm used to Yamcha being like a fucking joke. And then also, like I mentioned earlier, the whole like launch thing where like Akira Toriyama has her like briefly in the series, and then like she just disappears and then only reappears later, and it's solely because he forgot he created her, and he's like, oh fucking shit, had to like put her back in there, and be all like, oh fuck, I forgot our launch. Oh jeez, he who seeks power, he has broken my bonds. Because in all honesty, they're both a great anime. I am very much looking forward to finishing DB and then watching DBZ right afterwards. That being said, I'm gonna have to get a Crunchyroll premium subscription, because fuck those ads. I can't believe how obnoxious. You think the ads on YouTube are bad. I can't believe how fucking obnoxious they are on Crunchyroll. People tell me, oh yeah, I watched a Twitch streamer the other day. I had to get through like 8 ads just to start watching the stream. And I'm like, bro, how often did you get like intermittent ads? Because Crunchyroll, holy fucking shit, every 10 seconds, you watch like 5 ads. What the fuck? Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. I don't think I ever learned who this guy is, by the way, the guy who pulled the sword. Also, is anybody able to pull the Orochi sword? That's a question that I have. Look at this shit, dude. This looks so fucking cool. I think, wasn't this game one of the ones that was supposed to be exclusive to GameCube? I don't think so. I think it was the Big 5, the Capcom 5. It was like Resident Evil, Beautiful Joe, that's what it was. So I think Beautiful Joe came first. It was Resident Evil 4, Beautiful Joe, Dead Phoenix, I think it was the one that got canceled, right? And then P&O 3, that also got canceled. And then it was, what was that? Something 7, Killer 7. That was like the other one. That actually did come out, and they needed like Shinji Mikami's help with it. However, there was only one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse, and I love that part of like Capcom lore too, because that's why that deal is why Capcom and Nintendo had this really petty, like passive aggressive hatred towards each other. If you guys have ever noticed that, like what's good, Rainin? How you doing, Val? Yamcha has more character development in the original than in DBZ. They make him a complete joke. I hear it's because like my understanding is it's because they already fully fleshed out his character in the original one though, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It's not like I ever finished it, so we'll see what I end up thinking. But yeah, if you've ever wondered why like Capcom and Nintendo like every now and then get in like a weird spat or like make some weird like Japanese like disagreement or something like that, it's because of that deal many years ago. Capcom was supposed to make 5 GameCube games, only 3 of them came out, and like I think all 3 of those eventually found their way to PlayStation 2, so it like didn't even matter. Nintendo barely benefited from it. So And that's why they fucking hated it. And like Nintendo like wants to completely get rid of they want to completely disassociate, but Monster Hunter makes them so much fucking money. Like whenever they release a Monster Hunter game for a handheld console, Nintendo like would be fucking stupid to like deny like one of the biggest Japanese games of all time from being on their console. So it's like, fuck, we have to let Monster Hunter through. It's really funny. The sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. And then we have Amaterasu. So what happens in Okimaiden? Is it like a miniature Amaterasu and then there's like a kid riding on it? Something like that. Anyways, this is the chick that like Kamiya pervs the shit out of. It's so funny. I hate Nintendo sometimes. I hate Nintendo like all the time. Dude, I feel like such a petty fucking bitch for being so mad about this, but after what they did to fucking Paper Mario, I can't trust Nintendo anymore. Fuck that shit. They took like genuinely one of Paper Mario and the Mario and Luigi series. They took like some of the best RPGs out there like ever made, and then just turned them into whatever. What gimmick can we come up with that involves paper? I don't know. Can you just make a good game? I don't fucking care if it has to do with paper or not. That's not why I liked Paper Mario. I liked it because it was an RPG, dude. They don't understand that for some reason. Same with Mario and Luigi. Oh, what funny shenanigans can we make Mario and Luigi do it again? It's like, I don't fucking care, dude. I just like the combat. Everybody wants the fucking combat, and then they keep screwing it up every single time. And then, oh man, I have so many like hot takes about Nintendo. I mean, the Switch, like, I understand the Switch is really popular and it's really amazing and all that stuff. There's just nothing on it that appeals to me. I realize I'm in the minority here. I realize there's tons and tons of Switch games that are super appealing to everybody else. That's good for them. I have no reason to buy a Switch or a Switch 2. None of the games on that console do I give a shit about. I do not give a shit about. They released Pikmin 4 on like the fucking Switch, and I could not give a shit about it. I could not even bother. That talk sound feels like it would get really annoying really quick. I feel like it probably will. It actually might. Also, fun fact, did you know that one of Kamiya's favorite action games is really? Dude, I fucking love Castlevania. Like, original NES Castlevania. Maybe not the second one, but like Castlevania 1 and 4 on the Super Nintendo. Castlevania 1 on the NES, obviously. And Castlevania 4 on the Super Nintendo. Those are like my favorites. A lot of people really, really like Castlevania 3, and I kind of understand why, with like the multiple characters and stuff like that. But man, Castlevania 4 is like peak. That was, for context, Castlevania 4 was a remake of the original like NES Castlevania 1, but on Super Nintendo hardware, and they pushed that fucking console to its limits. Like, it was actually a technical marvel how that game was. That's what I have in mind when I think of like the perfect remake. It's like Castlevania 4. MGS Delta is looking like it's gonna be like overthrow that, but like I also think of like Resident Evil 2 remake. I think of like Dead Space remake. Like, out of like ideal perfect world remakes, Castlevania 4 is like the first like proto remake that I like to think about. That being said, I am looking forward to playing Delta. I think I don't know if I'll be streaming on the 26th though. I got the deluxe edition, so I should have early access to it. But also, I looked a little further into fighting games, and now I feel like I kind of get them better. Still have not played anything but Mortal Kombat, so I feel like I have better understand. Still shitter though. It takes you a bit to not be shit at it too, which is totally understandable. But the cool thing is, you can still be shit and beat all your friends in a fighting game. If you know like the bare basics, a lot of your friends aren't even gonna know that. So like, the real challenge once you get to that point is finding people on the same skill level. That way it's speaking of Dragon Ball, it's exactly like Dragon Ball. You got to find somebody who's exactly where you are in terms of fighting game land, and then you just got to keep sparring with them over and over again and like dedicate yourself to learning more tech. That's where the fun starts with fighting games. Once you get like really fucking good at it, or more so the journey of getting really fucking good at it, because once you're good at it, you kind of start running out of people to fight. Again, just like Dragon Ball, but whatever. Only one cable of one 1-1 respectable. So look at her triangle boobs. She's got like the fucking Laura Croft like pyramid titties, and then she's floating. And then I think that's supposed to be a peach, but it very conveniently looks like she has her bare ass out, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I think that's like a drawing of a peach that's on her behind. So I guess, I don't know. Just keep spamming the same move, and that does work, by the way. I actually kind of feel that, considering I played arena shooters like Quake Champions, most people I come across usually whip my ass back to Roblox. Man, I remember when I was like non-ironically really fucking cracked at Quake. I don't know if I'd still be able to strafe jump anymore. I really couldn't tell you. I kind of want to get back into Quake though. That was so fun, being of that like competitive mindset. You know, you're not having fun until you get competitive. I don't care what anybody says, dude. All this fucking like participation trophy fucking shit. It's like, oh, you were there and you had fun, and it's like, motherfucker, I'm not having fun unless I'm kicking someone's ass. I don't care, dude. Please use your powers to banish the dark. I really wish my Xbox controller would work, by the way. Hopefully you guys can't hear my keyboard as I'm like mashing it. What's going on with her boobs? Has something stolen its way into my room? Oh my god, this guy. She's schizophrenic, dude. What on earth? Kamiya does not hold back, dude. Kamiya does not hold back. This motherfucker's horny as shit. Shouldn't be a surprise. This is the guy who made Bayonetta, but like, it is funny to see like the. Did you guys know that Kamiya is like, what, isn't Kamiya like a NEET or something like that? Doesn't he live with his parents? Like all he really has is the video game industry. Were you napping in my clothes again? But dude, the shame that you get for living with your parents in America, I can't imagine what that's like in Japan. Holy fucking shit. Especially if you're Hideki Kamiya, like especially if you've already got like several really successful games under your belt, and like you're no longer making royalties from them anymore, and it's like, well, you made all these video games, son, but what did that really accomplish? You're still living with your parent. Like, imagine the talks he had with his mom and dad. Holy shit. I definitely love to do some duels with you in Reflex Arena. Basically, Quake 3, just different art styles. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, shit, we should make that happen. Reflex, is that on Steam? What was it was like Stat Gap or something like that. There was like a 1v1 PvP game. Stat. Oh, fuck, I don't remember. I wish I did. It's free to play, but it's also like a really interesting 1v1 like PvP game. I better speed this along. We've already been cutscenes for 30 minutes. The name's Isun. He's a wandering artist, dude. He's a little flea. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. I'm just kind of been taking in this art style. What'd you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? I would be interested in seeing like like an Okami. I almost said Konami remake. We got to remake the entirety of Konami. Make them not shit. I would be really interested to see what an Okami remake would look like in the RE engine, because like with higher. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot she does that. Anyways, fucking speaking of Justin RPG. God damn it, most of you aren't gonna get that. Anyways, I would be interested in seeing what like Itsun and Sakuya look like with like a higher poly count, because like obviously they're just a few tries like flickering around and shit like that. It is an interesting art style. It reminds me of older Japanese art style. I know, right? They really nailed it with how this game looks visually. I'm interested that they made an HD version of this, because like I'm not sure necessarily what there is to HDify besides the resolution. So but whatever. It got put on Steam, so I'm happy about that. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. Did you see the new footage of Ari Requiem? So I actually haven't. That came out just today, right? I also saw that there was like season 2 of the DMC anime got teased today, which is crazy, right? Didn't that come out like a few months ago? They're already teasing season 2. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, trees returning all right. All right, Ari Requiem. So what did we see in the gameplay? Because I know there's like gameplay footage of it now. I haven't seen it at all. I was at work. I was working right before I got here. Oh, so this is where Amaterasu comes from. Yeah. I seen him in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but never really knew who he was. I just saw him as a random dog that can throw hands. It really reminds me a little bit of Pete. Oh, okay. So it's more like the paranormal, like psychological horror instead of. I guess that would make sense, right? Because they've already done, like, obviously they've already done zombies. Village, I guess they kind of tried to do werewolves, kind of, I guess. So werewolves and vampires and all that, like storybook horror. So I guess Ghosts would come next. You know what's funny? I thought Resident Evil 7, when that demo came out, and I played it, I thought Resident Evil 7 was going to be like a paranormal horror game, and that was going to like fully deter me from ever playing that game. I'm like, oh, the fuck, they're doing Ghosts now? This shit is fucking stupid. I almost threw the game away. I'm glad I eventually tried it, but like, it is so funny that you see like Mia teleport in and like distort the camera and shit like that, and I'm like, oh fuck, they're doing Ghosts. Ghosts are so stupid. Ghosts fucking suck, bro. Season 2, I haven't even watched the first. I know, right? I barely even remember what happened in season 1. My favorite part of the DMC anime was the very, very ooh, fuck, how do I convey this without spoiling it? There's at the very, very end of it, there is an extremely cheesy line. You will not believe how fucking cheesy it is. And I remember seeing it and being like, that is the cheesiestly fucking written line of all time. How the hell does someone get paid to write that? But also simultaneously in that moment, I'm like, I know that there are people who saw that line and like legit soyed. Like when fucking... you know what I mean? So it's like, oh God. Oh no, it's inverted. The mouse is inverted. Shit. Okay. Invert y-axis. Okay, cool. Okay, there we go. It was weird that it was like that. Isn't there sprint? That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored. Okay, so this is how you save. You can always go back if you get stuck or something. Oh, fuck. Was the y... I thought the x-axis was horizontal and y was vertical. Why is it moving the... Oh, right. I remember this. Okay. Let's save over this shit. How many slots do you get? Oh, 30. Okay. That's actually a decent amount. Actually, maybe this is fine. Maybe not. Actually, no, this is not fine. Maybe invert both. There we go. That is so much better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is more my speed. That's so weird, right? Most people like prefer the camera. There's so many games. I don't know if I'm just the oddball or what, but like I feel like there's so many games where like I always have to invert the camera for whatever reason. Like game developers, and I've heard why people do that. I've heard that it has to do with like the when you pan the camera like up and down. I've had like inverted camera people explain it to me. They imagine something like pushing and pulling on the back of their head, like moving their head up and down that way, like moving along the back of their neck. Whereas like people who don't like the camera inverted like that, they imagine it as in like the front of their head moving up and down. Which is actually kind of interesting that there's people who think that way. But you know what? Also totally understandable. it was a pretty reasonable like explanation. I'm like, oh, you know what? I can see exactly why somebody would like think of it that way. That being said, I do not understand left and right inverted. I can't get that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Is there nothing in here? Oh, okay. Holy bone. Amaterasu's favorite snack. She's solar powered, which is great. Amaterasu is a bitch, so. Oh, God. You have to tackle the sprint? Is that how it works? Oh, okay. It's been a bit. Looks like the bridge is out, dude. It shouldn't be so hard, Amaterasu, with it. That kind of long. May I call you Amy? Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? So check this shit out. Picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So this is one of like the main mechanics of the game. You can actually draw. The game takes like a little screenshot and you can draw over it, and you can use that to solve puzzles. Which is actually one of the like really cool, unique things this game does compared to Zelda. Besides that, and like the combat system, this basically is The Legend of Zelda. That being said, the combat is actually kind of interesting. It's a little bit like, I wouldn't say it's on the same depth as Devil May Cry, but it has like the Devil May Cry Beautiful Joe philosophy of like, oh yeah, let's give you like a ranking system and then like rank you based on how many unique moves you use. That being said, I don't know how many moves this game really has, because I remember I got like 3 or 4 hours inward and I didn't really unlock new attacks. So I'm curious how you would like up your rank. Maybe it depends on what you do with the brush or something like that. But I am kind of interested to see what they do with Resident Evil 9. Requiem, of course. Look, the stars are forming a pattern, or is it just me? They're forming a dragon, dude. This one's missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Bah. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press Control and hold the brush, then draw. I should have spent a heck of a lot of time practicing it. Oh yeah, that's funny. I'm like, do I actually gotta like draw a star with my mouse? I guess the fact that it's bound to the mouse isn't really like the worst thing in the world, because like that, technically people do draw like that. Yomigami. Why, if it isn't my mother, Amaterasu. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Amaterasu's like their mom. I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, god of restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. I wish I could. Is there a way to make the text move faster? Your power is what is needed to restore and divide the reverb, the heavens, and the new flow of the stardust. It is kind of nice playing a game on my keyboard for once. Usually I do it on controller. I forgot how like satisfying and clicking my keyboard was. You have the power of rejuvenation now? You should be able to fill in that river, dude. Who else could master this incredible technique? What the fuck was I saying about RE9? Anyways, I am really excited to see what's going on there. I am kind of so I had during that first DMC5 stream, I remember Miguel was here. Not shit talking Miguel, but like he came in and he was like really concerned about Resident Evil 9. He was worried that game was going to be shit. And I remember during that stream, I was like, I don't know. I have a lot of faith in Capcom. I mean, they very rarely like don't put out a finished game. And then here I am, like literally later that week, I was like, ah, fuck, I wish Wilds was a finished game. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, now I see like, now I see what Miguel was concerned about. Like seeing the way that Wilds turned out. I mean, Wilds is an okay game, but like the fact that like 6 months later and they still haven't fixed the majority of the problems with it, it is very, very, very frustrating. And like part of me is wondering, like, is Resident Evil 9 gonna have some sort of like major problem that's not gonna get addressed until way, way, way later? But then again, I guess Village technically was like that too. Like a lot of people, when Village came out, they're like, oh, another first-person game, and then the third-person mode came out, and then I remember a lot of people were disappointed about that because the third person wasn't quite the same as like the other third-person Resident Evil games, but it doesn't fucking matter. I really don't give a shit. Oh, we had a Peach. Another game, he made his Arthur to Astaroth, no incredible tunes. It was Japanese release only. Who, Kamiya? Arthur to Astaroth. There was one video I was writing like years ago that was like, oh, here's a tier list I'm gonna make of literally every game Capcom has ever created. So I was doing a whole bunch of research, and I was researching all these games from like A to Z that Capcom published. They had like a big Wikipedia page that was like, yeah, here's all the games that ever came from this company. And then I'm like, cool. And then like I would click on each link and read about them, and then like briefly summarize them in the script. I don't know if a video like that is feasible because they made so many games. That video is probably like gonna be 12 hours long if I ever somehow make it. I'd have to do like a really good job summing up like each of the games and also my opinions on each one. Also, that's gonna be fucking hell to film because I'm gonna have to like memorize enough about the games to be able to see each individual tile on the tier maker. And then I'm gonna be all like, oh, what the fuck was this game? Yeah, Kamiya. Okay, I'm gonna have to be all like, oh, what the fuck was this game? Like I feel like I'm not gonna remember it while I'm recording it live, so I'm gonna have to like cut it and then like save the tier list, and then which I don't know if you can really do that on Tier Maker. I'm probably gonna have to record it in like parts and fragments, and that's not gonna be fun. I also wonder what's going to happen if my opinion changes between recording sessions. You know what I mean? Because my opinion changes a lot. If you give me time to think about something I've said, most likely I will tell you a completely different thing than the last time I told you. Oh my God. I remember the one time I was streaming Okami. That first Okami stream, right? There was a puzzle in that involving those like stakes that came down from the ceiling just now. There was a puzzle involving those already lowered into the ground, so it was just like wooden poles coming out of the ground. I'm like, man, I can't figure out how to get into this this cave, and I wandered around like endlessly for hours and hours and hours. And that was another part of this part that made that stream so frustrating. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And then somehow, by some miracle, I realized I'm supposed to use the brush to cut it. I don't remember what like instigated me remembering that, but like eventually I figured that out. I knew it. You can handle a brush. Now try again. That really was your brush work all this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you, anyway? There's another constellation, dude. It's a flying squirrel. So wait, what is Arthur to Astaroth? Incredible Tunes? Is that like a Looney Tunes game? I know Capcom made what was it, like DuckTales? They made some Disney stuff. Which is funny. I feel like Capcom and Disney is like one of the weirdest collaborations that just kind of fucking happens somehow. And it's purely because of the arcade era, which is the funniest part. Purely because of Marvel and just like the arcade era. Just the fact that like Capcom made a few Marvel games and then like Disney acquired Marvel. So then it's like, okay, well, I guess now we got to work with Disney. Well, no, because they made Disney games in the NES era, didn't they? Wow, they were working for a lot longer than I thought they were. That's true. Because you got DuckTales on the regular Nintendo. Yeah, that's so funny. You wouldn't expect a collaboration like that to happen. Like you wouldn't expect like this big like American animation company to like just go out to a random like Japanese one and be all like, okay, we want you to make a platformer. Actually, no, that is pretty reasonable. I wonder why they chose Capcom in specific though. Was it just a matter of they were just like the first to get offered to say yes to it? All right, let's try it on this rock. There we go. I didn't think he had it in you. Guess I really overestimated myself. If you're Shiranui Reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I'll tag along until I'm good as you. Lucky you. And then he hides in her fur. It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I made a decision. But enough about me. Now you've mastered the power slash. We can cut that thing Sakia was talking about. Let's do it, dude. Incredible Tunes 1996 Japanese exclusive puzzle game for the PlayStation and Sega Saturn that combines the gameplay of the Incredible Machine. What was the Incredible Machine again? I remember. All right, this game has an arrow. I forgot this game has an arrow to like tell you where to go. Where'd they come from? Draw first, questions later, right? The divine instrument. And then this is the thing. So when they turn black and white, you gotta like cut them like that. But you can't do it too fast. Oh, fuck. There we go. I remember it was like a tiny bit cumbersome. It might be less so on keyboard and mouse though. I remember on controller it was like especially kind of shit. With the characters and theme of Ghosts and Goblins here. Oh, okay. What was the Incredible Machine again? Because I vaguely remember something like that. That was... I remember the Incredible Machine was actually really fun to play. Oh dear, a bot. Oh well. Twitch bots are gonna Twitch bot, dude. oh dear, oh dear. Fuck off. I like watching the old live streams on the Capcom YouTube channel. I remember many years ago they did a Monster Hunter 1 stream, and like people in stream chat were like, "Wow, this game hasn't changed at all." This was back before World came out. They're like, "Wow, this game hasn't fucking changed a bit." And then the guy in the running the live stream, I forget what his name was, but he's like Capcom of USA. The poor Capcom of USA employee was like running that live stream. It was like, well, actually, the game's changed quite a bit, and like talked about like a bunch of stuff. Meanwhile, he's in the town interacting with the menus, and it's the exact same menu, exact same like menu system, exact same monsters, exact same everything as like Rise. It was so funny. Or like Monster Hunter 4. I guess that was what was out at the time. I think Monster Hunter 4 was out at the time. So I was like, I felt so bad for that guy watching that, because Monster Hunter 1 is different in a lot of really interesting ways. For example, you use the C stick to attack, which was really funny because looking back at it, I remember when they were porting Skyward Sword, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, to the Nintendo Switch. they were like, well, how would you get the Wii Motion Plus to work on a Switch controller? And then they're just like, oh yeah, just use the C stick to control the sword. Fucking funny, man. How all those ideas just keep getting recycled. The answer to the age-old question was in a 2001 PlayStation 2 game. I'm eager to play a lot more of this game, dude. Like I've never gotten close to beating it. I had this one friend. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna be a dick for saying this. I had this one really, really weird, bizarre friend who like we kicked out of the friend group because he was kind of an asshole. But one of his like hyper obsession. What do you call it? What's the thing autistic people do when they see Thomas the Tank Engine? One of his like hyper obsessions was Okami. He was like, "This is the greatest game of all time, dude. This game kicks so much ass." And like, I'd be sitting there and like I'd be watching footage. Like he would stream it in Discord calls, and I'd be watching footage of it, and I'd be like, "This is just Zelda." Like I could play this if I wanted to. Like the only difference is I'm not a dog. I'm Link, dude. I feel kind of bad for that guy in retrospect because he, namely, we kicked him out because there was a bunch of friend group drama, and we thought he was the person who was like always starting drama. He got kicked out, and then we found out later it was this other dude who we then like kicked out, and then we found out all of the drama with that guy was coming from this other guy. And so, but it got to the point where like we kicked out half of our fucking friend group and like disassociated with like a whole shitload of people. And then like now that all the drama people are gone, we barely talk anymore. It fucking sucks. The Incredible Machine, also known as Tim Presser, 1995, made Sierra Entertainment for Microsoft Windows and Macintosh, where players would build Rube Goldberg style contraptions to solve. If I saw like a screenshot of it, I think that would help out a lot. Hold on. Oh, this game. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I had a feeling like this game was really fun. Believe it. I did play this game, not for very long, but like I like me some old PC games, and man, this game was fucking tight, dude. Oh wait, it's on Steam? Oh shit. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Fuck. Misspelt it. Whatever, fuck it. Gimmicky Village. So he made like a version of the Incredible Machine, but it's themed after Ghosts and Goblins. That is kind of like a cool idea. I should have read what Isina was saying. I don't think I remember what I'm supposed to do. I probably should have read that. I have the horrible habit of just not reading shit. Oh wait, don't you like draw the sun or something like that? Oh yeah. Most definitely we're supposed to draw the sun because look at what the wind's doing. You may be a god, but come on, that's impossible. I'm the sun god. Oh, okay. So when do I get the ability to do that? We'll slowly get through it. Yeah, I remember there's supposed to be like water in here. Now, how would I bring that guy to life? I feel like I'm supposed to talk to him. What do you think you're doing? I don't remember there being a statue here. Well, whatever. Let's talk to the villagers. Maybe I like circle them. Oh, I guess not. Are you nuts? Oh, fuck. That's not one of those smaller monsters. Hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. I remember one of these villagers was like insanely scantily clad for whatever reason. Something like that. Okay, that's the save point. I'm not going to save right now. Oh, fuck. Can I get off? Okay, cool. There's definitely something strange going on here. Oh, now am I allowed to draw the sun? Please don't tell me I'm suddenly able to draw the sun. For like no reason. Go back to the sacred deck we were on before. It actually does feel like oddly intuitive to play this game on mouse and keyboard. I'm not gonna lie. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's black as night as far as the eye can see, and not a single villager can move a muscle. It's not gonna stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were... Oh my god. We'd have ourselves a sun, but I guess that'd be impossible even for a god like you. We better seek out another brush god for help. If you had that kind of power from start, it'd be a different story. You drew a circle in the sky before, didn't you? You're not hiding your brush techniques from me, are you? Amaterasu, you fucking bitch. What a petty bitch. She's like, I'm not going to draw it now. Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. Yeah, she's the sun god, dude. Come on. Name of the sun god, so I'd have to follow that sunrise technique from the start. With it, you could even turn night into day. Wow, you're the run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The flowing brush is like music from the head. That fucking sucks. I knew what to do. I was like, oh, don't you draw the sun in the sky? Amaterasu is such a fucking bitch. Oh, I love how these cutscenes are animated so much. Mr. Orange, dude. Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Nagi? You couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. It can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shiranui. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. No need to growl like that. Can you really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not one to mince words. I just state the facts. Oh yeah, that's right. To the villagers, Amaterasu looks like just a regular dog. You have to like convince the villagers that you're a god. What's the sudden chill down my spine? Here they come. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, Denko Maru. Oh, I don't think they were done. Okay. I was about to say, I don't think they were done flopping around. You really get aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Right? Ridding an area... ridding. God damn it. Ridding an area of monsters restores the god's power to land. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get and the source of your power. Few people believe in gods these days, and that may weaken you. But if you try really hard, your true power might just shine through. There's been a lot of monsters around lately. That and Mr. Orange you tossed around. Looks like he thinks you're a regular wolf. Seems the gods have grown so weak people can't see them anymore. Anyway, I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. This should be fun. This should be fun, Furball. Look at this sweet grub you found. Hey, this is animal food. Still, we could save it to give to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. Something good might come out of it if we use it right away. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this manner. What the heck? Let's make an exception this time. I almost forgot. There was something I wanted to tell you. Whenever you want to check the items you've obtained, just press the F1 to open the fan menu. While the fan menu is open, you can check and use the items you have. There are other things you can do here too. The fan menu is the key to a successful adventure. What was I talking about? I think, yeah, the one friend who was like obsessed with this game. I feel bad for him in retrospect, like obviously, but I don't know. In my defense, he was kind of a dick. Like, look, obviously he wasn't like the source of the problem, but he definitely was like one of them. How long does this go? Look at that bird. It's like 5 tries. Like 5 polygons on that guy. Looking at like the model quality, I am curious why this game lags like shit on the PlayStation 2. Because like it's not like the 3D aspects of it are too graphically impressive. Maybe it was the cell shading. There's Mr. Orange. Whoa. Show some respect to your elders. Valpies. I love the way these characters are animated, dude. Right behind you now. Yeah. Solid Snake and Smash Brothers Brawl, dude. Oh wow, I can do it. Okay. Wait, so why wasn't I able to do it earlier? Time damage money. Humans are not witness to such battles, but I saw it. The fighting went on for exactly 12 seconds. Oh right. This guy times you. I've chosen the path of Buddha, but in you I sense another power. I see the path you have chosen is also the path of truth. Divine intervention, dude. You know, there's like a little arrow following me wherever I go. All the like cool little graphical effects in this game are really good. Mushi's mama. I don't know if it's stray dogs or monsters or what, but someone keeps messing up my crops. Going around digging holes with the right click, it makes me mad. If I catch you digging around here, you'll get a good thumping. Oh, I remember this. Okay, hold on. I can bite this kid? A white wolf? Now that's just plain weird. Sure looks like a weak little bugger. Think you beat my dog Hayabusa? Well, listen to this. There's this field my mama tends to, you see? Hayabusa managed to dig up 9 turnips in a row, even though my mama was chasing him around trying to slug him. There are actually 10 turnips in that field. Hayabusa is fixing to get all 10. I'm gonna bite this kid. I think I can like pick up and throw the other dog, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Does he hit back? Nobody gives a shit about like the random wolf that came into town and started fucking with people's dogs. Okay. Do I like mash it? Oh, I do. Okay. Turn it with crispy texture. No, fuck. Shit. She like gave up right before I got it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Grab it. She like respawns. That's funny. Come on. Good fucking lord, dude. Ooh, I can go real fast. Holy shit. She didn't care. We like slightly glitched her out. Okay, grab it, grab it, grab it. Come on, come on. Don't touch her. Don't touch her. You fucking bastard. Okay, get it. Oddly shaped turnip. That's the oddly shaped turnip Hayabusa and I've been looking for. That means you broke Hayabusa's record by digging out all 10 turnips. Gosh darn it. You're a better canine. Anyways, it actually feels good to have a new goal to aim for. That's awesome. I like how people like phase in and out of existence. New king of hole digging, Snowy. Your name shall go down in the history of Kamiki Village, dude. I think there was something in here. I kind of remember like something going on in here. This house right here. Maybe it was was it over here? What a fine looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, okay, she brews sake. Working in the fields again, are ya? Are you and the wolf together? This is where I grow the rice for making my sake. Oh, right. Doesn't this guy like perv on her a lot? But I managed to the harvest all on my own. It's hard work. Maybe I should have Susanoo give me a chance again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help chatting to you. She got a side quest. I think you found a friend here. You'll meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them 2 or even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when to talk because you'll see a triangle above their head. That means they still have something to say. It might even be valuable information sometimes. They may be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. Susanoo's a neighbor of mine. He's a little unusual, but he goes around with a huge sword slung over his shoulder. He's always practicing with it. They say he's a direct descendant of our legendary hero Nagi, and he loves the sake too. He often pops around here to buy it. Sure to say hello when you see Susanoo. He could use a friend, I think. He's always on his own. Oh, okay. That is kind of nice that they have like a little UI element to tell you, oh, what's going on? Oh, I guess she doesn't like me. Oh, I jumped on her head. That's what happened. Okay. Anyways, I like that there's a little UI element baked in to tell you when she has more to say. A lot of games could honestly, like, a lot of Zelda style games could really use that. The Zelda being one of them. Rice balls, dude. Balls of rice wrapped in seaweed. I ate a whole bale of rice. This game actually doesn't feel that bad to play on keyboard. I'm really surprised about that. He's always snoring like a bear. This is the home of the 2-bit middle-aged warrior Susanoo. He goes around claiming to be the descendant of Nagi. He's famous around here for his lineage, but he's awfully lazy and too off the wall to be a descendant of a legendary hero. You know, I actually did I remember doing a paper in high school for my mythology class. And I remember I made like a whole video. So even back in high school, I was making like videos and shit. I made a whole video with starring me and my friends about like the legend of Susanoo. How he was the one who slayed Orochi, wasn't he? Yeah, that's right. Like the original story of like, can't I like ass pound or something like that? Oh, okay. I was gonna say I thought I could butt slam. Anyways, yeah, like I remember covering like the original story of like Susanoo taking down the Orochi, or whatever its name was, whatever the official name for it was, because I think the names are slightly different in this game. I am the greatest. That didn't wake him. Nothing will. Let's just leave him for a while and find something else to do. But it's funny because I dragged all of my like high school buddies. I had them over for a day to just film. One of the days we were like hanging out and playing like Borderlands on my Xbox, like the Handsome Collection. I just had them over. And I'm like, you guys want to help me like make this video for my mythology class? And then like, what's funny is my mythology teacher, she recognized like some of my friends I had in the video. She's like, oh my God, is that so-and-so? And all that kind of stuff. And like, I could tell the whole class was really digging that fucking video. It was one of those moments in my life where like, I felt like I was born to be an entertainer in a really funny way. Born to be an entertainer, like born to be kind of like a showman, that sort of thing. Which is so funny because back in high school, like I was extremely shy. Like I remember my dad's girlfriend actually, she straight up asked me, she's like, Rainen, has there ever been a point in your life where you've been shy? Because she's seen me like come up and talk to random fucking strangers about like literally anything. I go out of my way to talk to people, and like she's seen that and she's like, was there ever a point in your life where you were shy? And I'm like, surprisingly, yeah, there was. it was actually really funny. Like completely overcoming that. Because I went from one extreme where like I wouldn't talk to anybody. I was just so reserved and so like so introverted, to like the polar opposite extreme where like I'll just be hanging out with the bros. And then the table next to us, I'll just walk over there and start talking to those guys. And I'll be like, yeah, how you guys doing? What are you drinking? Like that kind of shit. Then I'll move to the next table and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, I'll go to like a restaurant with friends and not even talk to my friends. I just talk to the people surrounding us. It's so funny. But like, I'll ask them, oh yeah, what do you do for work? Because like tons of people want to talk about what they do for work. Just like funny shit like that. I just like learning about other people. It's so funny how I've turned from like one polar fucking extreme to the next. Oh, okay, I'm leveling up. That's my health, right? Ink. I don't know if I need more ink. Saves Amaterasu from death if full. Handy pouch for holding coins. I think I might want to level this up, don't I? Oh, okay, cool. It refunds it if I can't like fully level it up, which is good. Backspace. Is it all coming back to you or what? It's hard to notice such a small enhancement. Oh, lighten up, Furball. This is one big step from the new and improved Amaterasu. Keep up the good work. Almost forgot, we better check in on that dude. Feels as light as a feather now. Sadly, that doesn't make it any easier to shift this boulder. Who went and blocked the only path out of here anyway? There's no way I can get back to the city now. Say, pup, your owner lives in the village, right? So you must know that guy Susanoo. Can you get him to come here? They say he's the descendant of the legendary hero Nagi. If anyone can do something about this rock, it's him. That's strange. This boulder wasn't here before. So I actually really liked doing this quest. I remember this quest was actually really cool. You basically gaslight this guy into thinking he's a badass. What the? Huh? I feel so well rested. I planned to meditate underground, but fell fast asleep. Huh? Who are you? And what business do you have with Susanoo, the greatest warrior ever? Great warrior Susan, dude. Do even the beasts know my great exploits now? Well, Fido, I'm not looking for apprentices. Go back to the mountains and play with your monkey friends. How dare a mangy mutt like you interrupt my meditation? Get a load of this guy, all brawn and no brains. Quit messing around and come with us. You snuck in here again? Quit bugging me, you bug. I told you, don't call me a bug. Come on, Amy, we're taking him with us. What do you think you're doing? Put me down this instant. Well, the neighbors think. I like the idea of Amaterasu climbing that ladder somehow. Like, I get that she's a god, but like, how does she do that though? Like, does she do it the way a human does it? She can't, like, she doesn't have opposable thumbs. So I have to imagine she's like sticking her limbs between each rung and then like just managing that until she gets to the top. Is there like footage of a dog climbing a ladder? I remember in the original Okami stream, I was like, oh man, oh wait, Twitch is running, right? Okay, it is. Cool. I was about to say, uh-oh. I put 3 Ds in there somehow. Harrison was telling me he was all confused. Hilarious moment. Dog climbs a ladder to chase after cat. I guess that is how they would do it with... Anyways, Harrison was telling me he was super confused about the Metal Gear Solid Delta launch trailer. He's like, there's a launch trailer. Oh man, but I was going to buy the game next week. And then like, it turns out the game comes out next week and he's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll buy the game when it comes out next week. Okay. I love that about launch trailers. For some reason, they release them like well before the game actually fucking comes out. So like, I'm in the same boat. I'll see a launch trailer for a game and then be like incredibly fucking confused. Because I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? I don't remember this game being out yet, and then suddenly it is out. Dude, I brag about my social skills, but like my boss at my job, my day job, holy shit. You think I'm a very social guy. You got to see him in action. Unfortunately, it would dox me if I were to like introduce you guys to him, but no, for real, like that I cannot fucking like, there are some people where like I still haven't figured out how like you can just approach someone and then like 5 minutes later you're their best friend. I don't know how the fuck he does that. I can make like connections and acquaintances with people. I can't like instantly befriend somebody. Like that's the kind of shit that takes me like years to do. So I props to him, dude. Honestly, like one of the people I look up to, like besides like my dad and like a few other people, like one of the few human beings I really envy to be, you know what I mean? This huge boulder blocking the path is really getting in my way. Can't you do something about it? Come on, please. I mean, you are Nagi's descendant, aren't you? Surely one stone's no match for your mighty skills, right? It is certainly not beyond my ability. Oh yeah, I was mentioning that video I made. Yeah, in like high school. I actually made several videos in high school. I remember for my speech and debate class, I made a video, and one of the impressive things that like impressed people in the class was I wrote a script, and I was performing a script alongside the video that was already playing in the background. So I would literally time the scripts. This is how much free fucking time I had to work on this project. I would literally time the script, and I worked the edits in time with the. You know what? There's a really good example. I can show you guys really fast. What was the name of that game? AVGN. There was an entire AVGN episode that was shot literally entirely in one take. I forget like what game he was talking about, but I remember seeing that at the time and being like, holy fucking shit. He performed an entire video game review in like just one fucking shot. I wish I could remember what game it was. But this was even predating that. I think I actually did this before AVGN did. I basically did an entire one-shot video, and it was about bullying, funnily enough. So I made an entire video about bullying and like the repercussions of it. And I was performing right in front of the projector, and the video was playing behind me, and I would like move my arm out perfectly in time to work with the video editing, and like it would look like the text was coming out of my hands and like floating above my hands and shit like that. And I was very deliberate with like my hand movement and shit like that. And then there were also other aspects of the editing where like I would talk to myself in the video, and then the video version of me would talk back, and we would have like a full conversation. Like that was how detailed the skit got. And like I remember in my class, people were fucking like applauding and shit like that, and they're like, dude, the level of planning it took you to make a video like that. I really wish I still had that video. Obviously it's incomplete because I would have to like relearn the script and everything like that. I really wish I still had some of the videos I made when I was in high school, because holy shit, they were really ambitious and they were really good. Just making sure you guys can hear me. Anyways, I wish I could find that AVGN video, because it was like such a good example of like bad video game covers. I remember that, dude. Man, like Angry Video Game Nerd, I feel like is one of the greatest series out there of all time. If there's anything that motivates you to make YouTube videos, AVGN is it. You know, maybe even Nostalgia Critic. I think Nostalgia Critic kind of maybe not the best influence, because I know Nostalgia Critic people. I know Nostalgia Critic viewers. And unfortunately, it's funny that we live in an era where like people completely misunderstand what the AVGN is about, because the Angry Video Game Nerd, it's James Rolfe playing a character. It's some dude going fucking ape shit and like threatening to kill himself over a stupid fucking NES game. That's the humor. The reaction that he's giving, the reaction to the energy that he's giving is not at all appropriate to what's happening in the context of the series. This guy's on the verge of fucking committing genocide over an NES game. Whereas Nostalgia Critic, I feel like, was the initial misinterpretation of why AVGN was so funny. Nostalgia Critic was basically, if I pull out a gun and shoot a cartoon character, that's funny. That's comedy. And then that got diluted into, oh, if I scream, that's funny. So Doug Walker would just start screaming. He would just start screaming. And I remember there's this one review where like for 30 seconds straight, he was just fucking screaming. He's like, ah! And like, that was the entire bit. Just the fact that he screamed was what was supposed to be funny. And that kind of shit. You know what's funny is my dad, he would fall asleep on the couch watching Nostalgia Critic, so that's the only reason I know about this shit. But anyways, that's like the best indication of how good Nostalgia Critic was. My dad used it as sleep fodder. That shit is so funny. But anyways, like fucking anyways, I feel like Nostalgia Critic and the viewer base that built around that show, that was like the progenitor of the whole loud equals funny, which like it shouldn't be. Loud should not equal funny, but honestly at the same time sometimes it is. It's really funny. I don't know, I just think it's hilarious where like comedy and jokes, the whole concept of like a joke has gone lately in the last few years. Now if you just say like anything sexual for whatever reason, that's a joke. And like I'm equally guilty of that, by the way. But like I don't know, on one hand, my favorite kind of jokes, my favorite kind of comedy is my favorite kind of comedy, my bad, is improv comedy. I just like fucking thinking of something and then just seeing how people react to it. And if they give me a weird reaction, that means I won. Then I start laughing because I won. The other day, fucking like Ivan was playing Marvel Rivals, and you know how Squirrel Girl, she screams, "Squirrel Stampede!" The other day, I gave Ivan like a horrible hypothetical. I'm like, Ivan, what if one day you were just chilling, and then your turtle screamed, "Turtle Stampede!" and then all of your turtles started quickly running to you, and then Ivan, Man, I love that guy, but he does not know how to do improv. He always breaks the first rule of improv. The first rule of improv, if you guys have never heard of it, it's yes and or no but. Those are your only responses. You cannot respond with anything else during improv, because if you say yes, then the joke is dead. Like, you can't go anywhere with that. If you say no, then the joke also dies, because you can't do anything with that. So it's yes and no but. If you want to keep a bit going, yes and no but. Anyways, Ivan, no matter how many times I've taught him this, just says no or just says yes. I'd be all like, what, would you freak out? Like, what would you do? And he's like, no. And I'm like, no to like freaking out. And he's like, yes. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on. You got to have a more interesting answer than that. Man. That's kind of why I like stream chat, because whenever I do like an improv joke or like something with stream chat, they usually follow along. I think it's just certain people just don't like doing improv for whatever reason. Most people get it. Like, most people will play along either because they're gullible and they believe it. That's something me and my boss will do. Like, sometimes me and my boss will just be like talking to like we'll be like training new people. And he's like, oh yeah, have you met Rain? And he was on like Karaoke Legends. He danced with what's her name, like Emily Stone or something like that. He was on Karaoke Legends. He danced with Emily Stone, like all that shit. I'd play along and I'm like, oh yeah, actually that same time, like me and my boss, we went to Japan. I almost fucking doxed him. Me and my boss, we almost went to Japan, dude. He was competing in sumo wrestling. Like, shit. They either believe it or they caught on really fast that it was a stupid fucking joke. But I like that kind of humor where like you're fucking with people. I don't know. That's just me. But what is the point of this tangent? Oh my god. I feel like we're gonna have the Ace Attorney effect with this game, where like I'm not gonna be able to read the text on the game because I'm either gonna be mid-tangent or I'm gonna be responding to chat. This is the downside of games that don't have voice acting. There's nothing to like draw my attention. It's just some dude and a dog on the screen right now. But hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I hope the VOD viewers are enjoying it at least. I can't believe I've run out of sake at a time like this. This won't do one bit. That's it for today. I'll have to train tomorrow. I love this guy. I love Susanoo. I'm trying to think what other dumb, pointless lies my boss came up with about me. I feel like there was one. I'm trying to remember. Oh, there was one time he said I was at like the PGAs or something like that. I was like a PGA legend or something like that. I played with Tiger Woods. Can you believe that like people just instantly believe that? Nobody ever like is skeptical. They always believe it until you give them a reason to like I always have to clarify, because like sometimes they'll come up to me and they'll be like, so how was it golfing with Tiger Woods? And I'm like, dude, that never happened. That was just a really dumb lie. I didn't think you actually believed that. I don't know. Those are the kind of people I love to surround myself with. The people who make like pointless fucking lies for zero reason. Like a completely harmless, pointless lie. I kind of wish I knew more people who did that, because those are my favorite jokes. That's my favorite kind of fucking comedy, dude. The fucking, I hear that's a really good way to tell if people have autism, by the way. on a slightly related note, I hear that's an extremely good way. That's an extremely good autism test. If somebody gets like fucking anal about you saying about you telling like a completely harmless lie. Apparently, people with autism have oh right, I remember what to do here. Okay. Okay, I guess that comes later. I saw the wheel and I'm like, oh, I remember what to do here. Oh, that happens out here. Oh, the game was struggling to process it. It was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Speaking of autism, autism is a really fascinating topic to me. So one time we had one of the new guys that I'm training, right? And she was like, apparently a way to tell if you have autism is if your second toe is longer than your big toe. And I thought that was extremely fucking funny. And I come in and I'm like, oh yeah, have you ever heard of the one where if your hand is bigger than your face, that means you're gay? I don't think they appreciated it, but I have a feeling Stream Chat will get that one. I remember when I was in fucking school, I heard that one, and I'm like, wait, really? God damn it. Really? I'm gay? Now I can get polishing the rice. No time like the present. I better get it started. I like this lady a lot. She like Nico with the skull emoji. I like to imagine Nico left to get Chick-fil-A and then came back to the fucking like big toe thing with the face on her hands. Oh, autism is the coolest fucking topic of all time. I could talk all day about autism, dude. Dude, all you people out there with autism, you are the most interesting people on the planet. Don't let anyone tell you anything differently, dude. You guys are fucking awesome. I poked fun at you only because I poke fun at everybody else. Don't mind me. All right, we got sake. She made it that fast, huh? I feel like there's like a distillation process isn't there? Like you gotta wait for the what's the protein that like eats away and creates the alcohol? Isn't it like yeast or something like that? I just came up with a joke I probably shouldn't say. It involves that woman and it involves yeast. I'll let you guys put it together. Well, I did. I went to warm up some food. You just come back to me putting my hand on my face. I'm gay? That smell is that Coochie's famous homebrewed sake. Another childhood like just law. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Childhood law. First one, if your hand's bigger than your face, it means you're gay. The second one is if somebody does this. Hold on. If somebody does this with like their hand, and you see it, it means it means you owe them punching you. And the second part I didn't know about. I always knew about this with like the upside down like okay sign. If you saw it, it meant you're fucking stupid and you shouldn't have looked there. But apparently, in like the 80s and 90s, kids did this too. And apparently back then, it meant you got free reign to fucking punch him as hard as you wanted to. And I only know about that because one time I did that to somebody in class, like in high school, and then my teacher saw me do that and he's like, did you look at it? He went to the other kid and he's like, did you look at it? And he's like, yes. And he's like, all right, he gets to punch you. And we're both looking at him and we're like, what? And he's like, no, dude, you got to punch him as hard as you can. So I'm like, he didn't shut up for the rest of class. He was like, why did you fucking punch me that hard, dude? I'll just try a bit of my usual routine. Okay, here I come. Why'd you fucking hit me like that, dude? Feast your eyes on this. Susanoo style, exploding implosion. Oh, yeah. Susanoo style, exploding implosion. I like how the rock just vanishes afterwards. They don't even push it out of the way or anything like that. You sliced up that clean rock. You sliced that huge rock clean in half. You really are something. I didn't think you could do it, Pops. Me either. I mean, of course I could. I love this guy, man. I am Susanoo, the greatest warrior ever. You weren't just showing off when you said you're Nagi's descendant. Someone like you'd have no trouble fighting monsters off, huh? Well, anyway, thanks a lot. Now I can start doing business again. Did you say monsters? Oh, of course, no problem. This is the job for the most skilled warrior in all of Nippon. Is it Nippon or Nippon? So is it supposed to be like Nepal? Is that... What is Nippon? Is that a city in Japan? I think it is, isn't it? I remember, you know what? Yeah, I remember hearing of a city in Japan named Nippon. Let me double check this. Nippon. Oh my God. That's right. That's what Japan calls itself, isn't that? I forgot about that. Well, Nihon is used. That's why I forgot about it, because I always knew it as Nihon. I forgot this was like the old-fashioned way to say it. Because what do they call? What do Japanese people call themselves? Like Nihongu or something like that. Nihonga. Nihonga. OKAMI. Ishin Sengeki. Fucking Akuma. Die 1,000 deaths. I like his English voice actor in Street Fighter 4 because he sounds like the least threatening guy of all time. Die 1,000 deaths. Yeah. Think you'll be okay? The monsters outside the village are nasty. Oh, I wonder if we'll get to the one part. Look at her fucking butt, by the way. Like the, so her boobs, is that also a peach, or is that her, like her actual cleavage? Is there? I guess the question is there skin there, or is that just like coincidentally skin tone, a coincidentally skin toned cut, like drawing of a peach? I don't know. What a pleasure to witness your heroic deeds. I am in awe. When you cleave the boulder into two, my heart skipped a beat. To see your skills with the brush is to be witness to great art. God damn it. Yeah, so do we get a reward or something, lady? I hardly think your participation had any impact, little bug. It's Isun. Stop calling me a bug. I'll crawl back into your kiva. I like that as a threat. I'll sexually assault you if you fucking don't shut up, bitch. Like, goddamn. Furball here is more comfy anyways. I like the way they animate Amaterasu. She's so expressive given like she's just a dog. Like put your paw up or something. Go on, shake. I must apologize. I would like to reward you, but I'm afraid I haven't the power. I could barely muster enough strength to make a flower bloom. Though my body stands firmly here within the confines of the village, my roots spread far and wide, protecting remote areas outside. These parts of me are known as guardian saplings. They collect the praise and adoration that gives me strength. So is she a goddess as well? So that people need to have faith in her. The recent evil is eroding the guardian saplings. If this continues, I will wilt away as well, and my power will vanish. Worse yet, the Dark Tower grows stronger with each passing day. Life as we know it will be consumed utterly in no time. I have to go back in the settings to see if I can make the text go faster. I'm so used to just mashing enter and then talking over the cutscene. Oh man, this is getting heavy. Great and powerful Amaterasu. Could I be so bold as to request your assistance in rejuvenating? There's other ways you can reward me if you catch my drift. That's true. Just you wait. Just you wait. I'm telling you, Kamiya really, really likes this character, and you're gonna see proof of that, right? Like, maybe not right away, but pretty soon. I remember it happens really soon after this. These guardian saplings, by lifting the curse that enslaves them, I shall mark the locations of nearby saplings on your map. So what do? I draw over them? I literally read that and somehow I didn't get it. Okay, backspace. Why is it backspace to leave the menu? Usually that's escape. I've grown tired. I haven't even the strength to speak now. I hope that my request has not fallen on deaf ears. Amaterasu, may the fresh scent of flowers protect you always. Bah, I'm always itching for a good fight, but I sure don't want to poke my nose into this mess. Still, I'm stuck with Furball here till I get all the brush skills. Is Itsune and Okimaiden? Anyways, Ami's a god and all. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, did you listen to her, Furball? You get the rest of the brush techniques to save the world. And I'll steal and learn them. Yeah, that's the ticket. At any rate, let's start by following those marks on the map. I like doggies. Okay. I can't get over the joke I made the other day about how JP put Ken Masters on the Epstein client list. That's how he got his life ruined. Everybody saw him on the Epstein list. We're like, Ken, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, I've never dealt with Epstein. You probably know this already, Amy, but this is here in Shinsu Field, the most beautiful field in Nippon. Nippon. At least it's supposed to be. I gotta remember, whenever they say Nippon, they mean Japan. But ever since that incident, it's been getting a bad vibe. I feel like everybody thinks I'm a weeaboo, but like the reality is I know literally nothing about Japan. I barely know any like Japanese. I barely know anything about Japanese culture. But it's so funny because then I talk to somebody and they're like, oh, what kind of games do you play? And then I rattle off the games I play. And they're like, oh, you like a lot of Japanese stuff, right? And I'm like, nope, it's just they make the best games. The brutally honest truth is Japan makes the highest quality games. Like, not that they always make it, but like Western games are just like a step below a lot of the time. I think you guys know what I mean, though. They're not always bad, but oh, maybe it was because I drew two. Yeah, maybe that's what happened there. You know, this feels surprisingly intuitive for keyboard and mouse. Ken Masters is on the Epstein client list. Oh, yeah, this game really does give a Zelda vibe. I never knew much about OKAMI, but so far this is a fun looking game. This is actually a really cool game. Like, I would say it's cool as in like novelty. I wouldn't say it's like a phenomenal game. It's not like that one dude I was talking about earlier who like really fucking simped for it for whatever reason. He'd be like, oh, this is the best game I ever played, dude. You really gotta play it. And then I see it and I'm like, this is just Zelda. But whatever. Oh shit, I don't have paint powers anymore. Okay, there we go. That's some cool visual design, by the way. The fact that like Amaterasu turns like fully white, black and white, when she doesn't have any more ink. You'd think it would be the opposite, though. You'd think she turned black and white like when she has ink, and then like, unless the ink is supposed to be colored, but like it is black, so I mean, not really. Ah, fuck. What? Do I go along the guitar? Oh, I do. Okay. I would have thought cutting it vertically would make a lot more sense, but whatever. I'll probably get the PS4 version. It's on sale for $10 on the Nintendo eShop. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know this game was on Switch. I guess I shouldn't be surprised though. This would definitely be the kind of game that would be on like the Nintendo Switch. I was out here chopping wood. Heard a loud rumbling and an earthquake from the lake. I don't know what happened next, but when I came to, it was like this. My art workshop was just across the stream there, but it up and vanished in... Oh my god. The earth must be angry. All I want is to live with nature in peace, man, but now I can't. I noticed a figure running from the lake towards Kamiki. Whoever it was, I hope Mother Earth kept him safe. What a different era of, like, time this game was made into. Like, somebody running away. Like, that guy's first assumption was, oh, I hope they're not running from danger. I hope they're going to be okay. Like, I feel like most people, when they see someone running away from them, without, like, an explanation as to, like, what they're running from, they'd be like, hey, get back here. Did you do something bad? How crazy has our fucking society gotten to, like, that? That's no longer the assumption. Oh, there must be something wrong happening, and that's why they're running. I'm making comments about the fucking state of the planet while playing OKAMI. Like a fucking dumbass. I gotta leave that shit for fucking... What's his name? Is it Seth Rogen? Is that the guy who does the podcast? Oh, fuck. Holy cow, this is bad. It looked like your regular old curse zone from back there. But the evil here is far worse close up. It would curse a normal person in the flash. I'm afraid it might even rob you of your power. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go back. So I don't want to go there. Okay. I remember this dungeon over here. This is what I was talking about. The part where, like, in the first Okami stream I did, like, over 2 years ago, this is where I got stuck for, like, an hour. And I remember I looked up a walkthrough and, like, I still could not figure it out. Oh, fuck. Can I? Okay, cool. I just moved. Okay. I was worried when the camera locked in, it would block all inputs except for saving. Because there was no, like, escape input or anything like that. Traveler's Charm. Traveler's Tales, dude. What happened to Traveler's Tales? Didn't that get, like, didn't they close down? I remember they made some pretty cool games. Like, naturally, like, the Lego games was part of that. I remember, like, Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones. Man, okay, if you guys want an interesting, like, internet denizen to watch, a highly opinionated individual who's a little eccentric and weird, his name is Gaming Magic 13, and one of the things I like about that guy is, like, he's one of the reasons why I think gatekeeping video games is valid, because he has, like, a top 20, like, greatest video games he's ever played list, and, like, 2/3 of the list are, like, Disney, Pixar, or, like, kids games. It's like, oh yeah, it's fucking Toy Story 3, the video game, and it's like, I understand that game was surprisingly good for, you know, a licensed movie game, but also, like, Toy Story 3. How many games have you played that, like, when you think of, like, the top 20 greatest games you've ever played in your life, it's like, oh yeah, fuck, Toy Story 3? Like, okay, calm down, dude. Like, why was that the first thing to come to your mind? Or, like, I think he also had the Cars game on the Nintendo Wii on that list, and it's like, again, same case as Toy Story 3. It was a surprisingly good game for a licensed game, but, like, the fact that you probably played it as a kid and then still, like, oh, okay, I just draw a stroke over it. The fact that you probably played it as a kid and then still remember it this fondly to this day is kind of weird. And, like, you're willing to put it on your top 20. Because that's the other thing. Like, I remember there was this really awesome How to Train Your Dragon game when I was a kid. There was, like, a How to Train Your Dragon fighting game where you could, like, customize the dragons and shit like that. And I was like, oh, man, that game is so tight. But never in a million years would I put that in a top 20 list, like, of all time. Because that would mean, I guess let's come up with my top 20 list right now. So, number 20... Oh, you know what? That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to do on an improvised. Okay, like top 10 greatest games of all time. somewhere on there I would have to put Dead Space, just because I really, really like Dead Space. And like obviously there'd be like, oh, fuck. I want to put like a Resident Evil game on there. I don't know which one I would put on there though, specifically, is kind of like the problem. And I don't want to put multiple Resident Evil games because that feels really stupid. So like, I kind of want to say, you know what? I'm kind of on a tear between OG Resident Evil 2 and OG Resident Evil 1, because Resident Evil 2 is amazing. Like regular PSX Resident Evil 2 is pretty damn fucking good. But on the other hand, it's not anywhere near as charming as Resident Evil 1. Like Resident Evil 1 feels like an event to play that game, right? Whereas like Resident Evil 2 is like, oh, I'm playing like one of the best Resident Evil games of all time. But Resident Evil 1 is like, oh man, we're living the nightmare. You know what I mean? It's different. It's not a better game as in like objectively or mechanically. It's like a better game as in like, oh, it feels more special to be playing Resident Evil 1 over Resident Evil 2, even though Resident Evil 2 is way better. So maybe like Resident Evil 2, I'd have to put on a list like that. I think, okay, this is gonna sound really fucking funny. I would put Five Nights at Freddy's 1 somewhere on that list, just because I think Five Nights at Freddy's, like early Five Nights at Freddy's games, are some of the most genius horror games ever designed. Like if you watch a speed run of Five Nights at Freddy's 1, you recognize that you don't even need the fucking camera. People have like obsessed and like gotten so cracked at that game that they can do it all purely through sound cues, which I think is really impressive. I don't even think Scott Cawthon it's Scott Cawthon, isn't it? I was about to say Toby Fox, but that's Undertale. I don't think Scott Cawthon really like intended for people to do that. I think he just designed those sound effects because like that's just good auditory design. But like the fact that like you can excel at that game when you're given very little. The skill ceiling of the original Five Nights at Freddy's and like Infinite Custom Night or whatever the fuck it's called, is so amazing that I feel like it's worth putting on a top 10 list like that. You know what I mean? Just like the ingenuity and genius of that game's design. Even though it's Five Nights at Freddy's and it's so incredibly fucking autistic. So like such an insanely autistic thing to put up in there. I think Undertale, I might also have to put up. I know everybody's obsessed with Deltarune right now. I haven't played through Deltarune. I couldn't be fucked. But I think like Undertale, like getting hyped into the fucking ground the same way that Five Nights at Freddy's was, is definitely one of those like way too legendary games that like I couldn't possibly not put up on the list. You know what I mean? What do I got right now? So I got Dead Space, I got Resident Evil 1, I got Five Nights at Freddy's, I got Undertale. So that's 4. I couldn't tell you what fucking order I put them in, that's for sure. What was the other one I was thinking of? Can I this feels like I'm trolling, but can I put Among Us on the list? Can I put Among Us on the list? I think Among Us is one of the best multiplayer games ever created. And the only reason I say that, it's not because I like the art style or the concept of the game. I like the fact that it's a game that's inherently designed for my exact sense of humor. It's a game where like you win by telling lies and gaslighting and like manipulating the fuck out of people. That's how you win. And like you see people craft like these more and more intricate lies the deeper and deeper they get into it, and you see people get called out on it and all that shit. That like mental battle behind that is one of the reasons I think Among Us is great. Among Us isn't great because it's a good game. Among Us is great because it instigates one of the most fun parts of being in a group of people, which is like an intense heated discussion where people are like yelling over each other and all that shit, and they're like, well, I saw you fucking do this, dude, and then they're like, oh yeah, well, how come you saw me do this when you were doing this, all that kind of shit. So I think Among Us would have to be on there. Again, it sounds like I'm trolling, but like not ironically though. What are these filters, by the way? Heavy? What's the heavy filter? Is it for, I don't think it's for the ink. Weird. Oh, is it for this? I think it's for like the drawing mode. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. What's light? Oh, I think it might be for like the ink and the post-processing effects. Because like this mode stays relatively the same. But like I'm noticing it's much less blurry. Actually, I really like it this way. I think I'm going to keep it like this. I'm going to keep it on the light filter. Looks very like nice and crisp, like what an OKAMI HD probably should look like. But anyways, it sounds like I'm trolling, but I would put Among Us on there. What the fuck would the remaining 5 be? I think like without a doubt, some Metal Gear Solid game would have to be on there at some point on that list. I feel like it would be Metal Gear Solid 1. And the reason is, like, most people immediately think like MGS3, right? As like one of the greatest games of all time. I think Metal Gear Solid 1, I think the character development of Solid Snake in that game and like all of the other characters, all of their backstories, the way that they develop throughout the shape of the game, develop and shape throughout the course of the game. I think that in and of itself makes it a superior game over MGS3. I know MGS3 has way better gameplay, but like MGS3 doesn't make me like cry or feel as emotionally torn as MGS1. I also think MGS1 is a better technical marvel compared to Metal Gear Solid 3. Because when I played MGS1 for the first time, I was wholly expecting pre-rendered backgrounds. Like I didn't know it was going to be a fully 3D rendered game. Kind of like Silent Hill 1 actually. I thought Silent Hill was going to be a pre-rendered background game, and then it turned out it was fully 3D. And then it has all these elaborate cutscenes and animations and like the level of storytelling they accomplished in that game. Given how insanely limited that hardware is, it is really funny to hear from what's his name? Shinji Mikami. He's all like, oh yeah, Resident Evil 1 was originally supposed to be over the shoulder, but we couldn't get that working in like full 3D. And then you see Metal Gear Solid, which like completely contradicts that excuse. And it's like, okay, well maybe you just didn't try hard enough, you know what I mean? Metal Gear Solid was like the fucking, because think of all the other pre-rendered background games that were around at that time too, like Final Fantasy 7, for example. Oh my fucking god. Can I put Final Fantasy 7 on the list too? God damn it. But anyways, I like MGS1 more than MGS3. I feel like on a technical level, it's more impactful. I feel like on a storytelling level, it's a lot better than MGS3. If I couldn't do MGS1 for whatever fucking reason, like somebody put a gun to my head and said, you can't pick that one, you have to pick a different one, I would put MGS4, or I would put Peace Walker, just because I think MGS4, the way it fleshes out the Patriots and all of the like surrounding lore and the way like it closes things together in terms of the story, it's all amazing. I love all of the extra world building in MGS4 that you don't get from MGS1 or 2 or 3, or even like Metal Gear 1 and 2. However, I like Peace Walker for gameplay reasons. I think the Peace Walker gameplay is the best Metal Gear like gameplay of all time, like hands down. Even though it's a mobile game and even though it's incredibly limited, you can't go prone or anything like that. I think I think in terms of like raw gameplay loop, Peace Walker is really far up there. But if I wasn't allowed to pick Metal Gear Solid 1, I'd pick one of those two. But if I am, it's Metal Gear Solid 1. Final Fantasy 7, you could probably guess why I like Final Fantasy 7. I guess to put it very like, I should probably talk. I should probably play while I'm doing this. Anyways, I guess to put it into perspective, very like dully. This is why I don't talk and play a game at the same time. I'm losing focus already. Now cut that out. Wait, does he hit me? Cut that out, you mutt. Does he actually like harm me if he does that? Oh, he does. Okay, interesting. Can I hit him while he's prepping like that attack animation? Okay, it just like loops it. Okay, anyways, the reason I like Final Fantasy 7, man, I just feel a particular way about fantasy games. A lot of them just copy Dungeons and Dragons. So like I like Dungeons and Dragons because it's like the OG concept, right? But a lot of games just directly fucking copy that, and it gets so obnoxious. It's like, come on. Can't you think of something different than Dungeons and Dragons? So that's why I like The Witcher. I really like the Witcher universe. I really like the Lord of the Rings or like the Hobbit universe, the Middle Earth, the whole like Middle Earth thing. I think it's really cool just because it dared to be different from Dungeons and Dragons. And then like the what's his name, J.R. Tolkien. And then I also like Final Fantasy VII because it's not the generic like, oh, dragons and potions kind of shit. It's like a sci-fi fantasy adventure. There's still dragons and potions, but the sci-fi angle and like the whole emphasis on like the environment and all of that, I feel like makes Final Fantasy VII very unique in terms of fantasy games. And kind of, I mean, you can kind of say the same thing about like Final Fantasy 15 because I know that one's like a very, very modern style Final Fantasy game. I never really finished 15, but I never really personally finished 15. But just from like what I've experienced of it, I feel like I would be kind of into that game too. No offense to Harrison, because he's not a big fan of Final Fantasy 15. But I think what else? So we got, because I said Metal Gear Solid, right? So we got Dead Space, we got Resident Evil, we got Five Nights at Freddy's, we got Among Us, then we got Metal Gear Solid 1. What did I just fucking name? Final Fantasy 7. Four more. Should I do an MGS shitpost? Absolutely, dude. Go right ahead. Oh, how is this not on the list? Dude, Street Fighter, that's the problem. I'd have to pick between Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 3. And I really, really like Street Fighter 4. I like the theme of it. I like the aesthetic of Street Fighter 4. I like everything about Street Fighter 4 in terms of like charm and everything like that. But I really like the gameplay of Third Strike. I like the hip hop like culture of Third Strike. And then the other problem is I feel like Street Fighter 6 is worth putting on like a top 10 best games of all time list. You know what I mean? I think Street Fighter 6 is like the default like best fighting game that's come out in so many years. It's gotten so many people re-interested in fighting games, which is a genre that's previously very niche. Like it's a genre that people usually do not give a shit about. So like I feel like Street Fighter 6 getting people back into fighting games alone, that on top of like the mechanics and the storytelling and all the other different ways that they innovated with that game, I feel like it's worth putting up there. The problem is, the question is, do I like it more than Street Fighter 3 or 4? That's a really hard one, honestly. I couldn't tell you. Some days I feel like I do. Some days I'm like, oh man, I kind of still miss Third Strike. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. I'm going to be bold, dude. I'm going to put Street Fighter 6 on that list. I think Street Fighter 6, because unlike Tekken 8 and unlike Monster Hunter Wilds, I didn't regret buying the most expensive version of Street Fighter 6. I felt like it enhanced my experience, and to the point where like I kept buying shit for Street Fighter 6. I have the Street Fighter 6 arcade stick. It's back there actually, back by my bed. So like I fucking got it all. I got the pop-up parade figures. I got specifically the Street Fighter 6 ones. I got the fucking like whatever Street Fighter 6 shit. There's decent odds that I purchased it and I have it like sitting somewhere around here. I don't have anything like that for Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 3. So I feel like that has to mean I like 6 more, right? I mean, I know buying shit doesn't make you any more or less a fan of anything, but like, try it again, Susanoo. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was monologuing like a dumbass. Anyways, exploding implosion, Susanoo style, Susanoo. Saw. New Susanoo. Now for Susanoo style exploding implosion on the bear. Oh, woke him up. Okay, I'm like, are we gonna kill the fucking bear? That'll teach you, foolish beast. You're no match for my new secret technique. So that puts us at 7, right? Street Fighter 6. So I need 3 more. What are 3 more games I would consider like really legendary? I kind of want to put Monster on that list. What's funny is I really love Monster Hunter, nowhere near as much as I love Street Fighter. So I feel like having Street Fighter and Monster Hunter and Resident Evil on the list would be kind of unfair. But like also, I am a big Capcom guy, so it would make a lot of sense. I guess if I had to put a Monster Hunter game on the list, the question is, do I want to put, because there's 3 choices. Do I want to put Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter Rise, or Monster Hunter World? Because I really like Monster Hunter 4, but I think Rise is like the best as far as like Monster Hunter gets in terms of gameplay. But I also really like how ambitious World was in a weird way. And I think World I think World was like the most innovative game. Rise took that innovation and like cranked it to 11, which is why I really like that game. And then Monster Hunter 4 is just like standard goodness. Like, this is like old school Monster Hunter. This is like perfected, basically. This isn't like the new iteration of it. I feel like I might. The thing is, I haven't played Monster Hunter 4 in so long. I feel like if I put it on there, it wouldn't be objective. It would just be based off of my nostalgia. I feel like I would put Rise. I'm thinking I'm gonna do Rise because despite all the problems I really have with Rise was the Monster Hunter game where like I actually started taking Monster Hunter seriously, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get good at this game. Rise was the game that like motivated me to do that. So that leaves us, we need 2 more. 2 more. Shit. This is such a difficult like topic. Can I push it with my face? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I think so. What games would you guys put on a list like that? I know it's a very loaded question. It's an extremely loaded question. Do you think we could ask, like, I've been playing around with ChatGPT a little bit. I know. I know, chatbots and all that shit. I've been playing around with ChatGPT. Part of me wants to ask ChatGPT if they have like a top 10 favorite games list of all time or something stupid like that. They probably wouldn't be able to. They probably wouldn't have like an opinion like that. But another part of me is like, you never know, you know. I kind of wonder what genre of games ChatGPT. I love asking AI really dumb questions. Death Stranding. Oh, that's fucking hard. Shit, that is a good. I feel like Death Stranding shouldn't be on like a top 10 list for me personally, just because like I like it, but not as much as Metal Gear. It's pretty schmitzy for what's supposed to be in the Grand Altar. I bet there used to be something on here. That is a good question. What should Death Stranding be on? Because Death Stranding is one of like the best crafted like experimental games I've ever played. Is it like top 10 material is the problem though? I think it's extremely fucking good, and I had a lot of fun with Death Stranding, but man, is it better than all the other games I played? It's better than most, but I don't know about like better than enough of them to be like top 10. Man, that's fucking hard. Who would have thought such a simple question would be like, now I kind of wonder if Gaming Magic put like fucking Toy Story and shit like that on his list. Because he just didn't play that. Well, because like he's having the same problem as me where he's like, I can't think of 10 games I would declare the best games I've on the entire planet. But then again, it is weird to put like fucking Toy Story and Cars on there, isn't it? I don't know. Let's draw the sun. Two more of my favorite games. The problem is I've most certainly oh, you know what? I had to think about games that I always talk about on stream. Okay, so Ark Survival Evolved. I would actually probably put it like number 2, actually. If I was to like order this in like a top 10, Ark Survival Evolved would be number 2. And the reason I say that is because Ark is unlike any other game I've played in my entire life. It's a game where like everybody when they hear Ark, they're like, oh, that's the game you have to live a second life to play. oh, I can't play that game. That game's too grindy. That game takes too much commitment. Not really. The thing I like about Ark is that you can't play it all the time. You only have spare moments you can play it. So when you log on and you get raided, I'm at the point in Ark where if I get raided in that game, I'm actually extremely glad I did, because it gives me an excuse to start all over again. If you make it all the way to like the end game of Ark and you beat all the bosses and all that shit, and like you ascend off the map and like level up your character, that's when Ark is the most boring, because then you have the tech suit. Looks like you need a little more than just one star. Oh, missing star. Where the fuck could I be missing stars? Oh. It literally showed me. It's like, here's where you're missing stars, dumbass. Silent Hill 1 would be a really good one, actually. You know what? Silent Hill 4 is going to be my other option besides Ark. Silent Hill 4 absolutely needs to be on that list. But anyways, Ark is like a game I've never played before. Ark PvP specifically, because Ark PvP is like you genuinely are kind of fighting for your life. You know, it's not about if you get raided, it's about when you get raided and how well you prepare for that and what you're putting at stake. You know, what kind of gear do you have that you need to defend? I love playing small tribes specifically, because like if you get on a big server in Ark and they have an alpha tribe, like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the stories of like giant official Ark servers, the giant like clans that start in Ark servers where like they form an entire government and they start creating laws and like they start enforcing them, like, oh, you're speeding on that Pteranodon, you're not allowed to go that fast, dude. Like that kind of shit. They start building like a police force inside the fucking video game, like that kind of shit. They start building like a government. They start making currency. Oh, if you want this, you got to buy it for like 5 cementing paste or something like that. Just draw a circle. Oh, okay. Draw a circle on the... Oh, I'm drawing a fruit. Okay. But a big tree like this requires a big circle. There we go. Okay, this game has a little bit of trouble. But I like the act of like starting over from again and again and again, redoing that grind, because that's the most fun part of Ark. Like when you have to retame all those dinosaurs, especially on small tribes, because it's accelerated rate, so it's not as grindy. Small tribes I like a lot because it's in the name. They're small tribes, so like you know, you don't run into those like alpha tribes, and because the rates are accelerated, you're able to like get to the end game at a reasonable pace. It also changes PvP and how that's played out too, because the tribes are so small, you're not going to have an army knocking on your door. You have a very realistic chance of actually winning like the PvP engagement if you deploy enough turrets and you use your dinosaurs correctly. There's so much strategy and methodology and like philosophy that goes into like Ark PvP that I really, really like about that game. The downside is nobody plays Ark PvP. Everybody plays the PvP dinosaur game as a PvE game, which is unfortunate. And they do it that way because they don't like restarting. They don't like being challenger on the grind. Another reason I like Ark so much is because it's so goddamn hard. It's like one of the hardest survival games ever made. And it's challenging. Every time I play Ark, it's challenging, because there's always some sort of problem that like prevents me from doing things as fast as I want to do it, and it's all about coming up with a creative solution. Where it's like, oh, this guy put a fucking turret tower on green obelisk. I guess I gotta find a way to transfer off of like the red one. Would you put Stellar Blade? Oh my god, that's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know if I would put Stellar Blade on the list. I feel like Stellar Blade isn't anywhere near as original as some of the other games I mentioned. Stellar Blade is good because it copied from like a lot of really, really excellent games. So it would feel unfair to put that on a list like that. But on the other hand, the gameplay and like the overall concept of the game is so good, and it's so well executed that it actually like totally could be. Like, I wouldn't blame anyone else for doing that. I just personally feel like it would be unfair. But then again, if you really think about it, no game on Earth is original. at the end of the day. Like this, I mean, we're playing Zelda right now, basically. So I mean, there is a part of me that's like, I think Stellar Blade totally could be on a list like that. But can I fuck up this boar? Ooh, I can make him run a different direction. Okay, that's interesting. And then we got a sun there. But yeah, if you guys have like never experienced it, if you could hit its fruit right back at it. Oh, okay. Do I hit it with the brush? I guess so. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay. So anyways, man, I'm starting to realize we do play a lot of really excellent games on the member streams. I feel like in the public streams we play some really like terrible shit every now and then. I feel like on the member streams we always play a good game. I kind of want to change that. I want to play like the cringy Family Guy game on PlayStation 2 or something like that, or like Shadow the Hedgehog or something like that. Man, this is like a never-ending topic. I don't know why I didn't just do this at the beginning of the stream. Then again, we wouldn't have gotten those funny childhood stories. So I think it's a 50-50. Yeah, anytime I need a topic to talk about, I guess I'll just think about like fucking best video games of all time lists or shit like that. Some sort of loaded question. Maybe that's what I should do. I should write down make like a little note of like just loaded questions that will take me like a million years to answer. Ah, fuck. Oh, my ink back, dude. Anyways, Ark is on there. I like the taming mechanics of Ark. It's got its problem. You know, every new dinosaur wildcard adds to the game. They don't want it to be a knockout team, except for the buffalo, which is funny. But they don't want it to be a knockout team. They want it to have like some super complicated, like way too like involved taming process to get all the new dinosaurs. And that's one thing I don't like. I mean, there's a dinosaur in that game where like you tame it. You don't tame the actual dinosaur. What you do is you have to wait for it to have a child and then like sneak up to the nest in like a ghillie suit. And then you like mimic the animations that the baby does, and then you abduct the baby, and it's like, it sounds like fun in concept, and then you remember Ark is insanely glitchy, and that game is not very well programmed. So like whatever elaborate means they have of taming a dinosaur, 9 times out of 10 you can count on it not working. One of the most overpowered dinosaurs is a giant crocodile, and you tame it by walking up to it in a ghillie suit and throwing meat in its mouth. And normally this works, except for the time that it decides that it detects you and it sees you in your ghillie suit, and then all of a sudden you can't tame it anymore because it wants to fucking eat you alive. So, and then all that taming progress you worked on gets completely reset, and you got to start all over again, which means you gotta find another sheep, kill it, or like kill another like creature, like sacrifice a dinosaur so you can get prime meat, all that kind of like obnoxious shit. Man, like I love the grind. I love the grind of Ark. I love the challenge of it. Just a game that's like absurdly fucking hard. I feel like Minecraft deserves on a top 10 best games list too, but I personally wouldn't do it. I would not put Minecraft on like my personal like top 10 best games, because Minecraft used to be really good. Now it's just kind of like, now it's kind of got the problems of like the new Ark content where it's just like overcomplicated, and it's hard to keep track of all of it. It's so fucking stupid. Oh yeah, what was the other? There was like another point, wasn't there? Oh right, fan menu F1. There we go. Okay, but I need to go to the map. Oh, okay, right. We draw the tree. We draw the thing on the tree. From the location with his hand. Okay, cool, whatever. What was the other game I wanted to have for number 1? Silent Hill. Yeah, Silent Hill 4. That's what it was. I think Silent Hill 4. I wouldn't put Silent Hill 4 at number 1, but I do think it's one of like the best games ever made, just because like what it meant to me, like emotionally, and like the mechanics of the game and how it worked, and like just the progression of that game. Even though it has the really annoying like fucking like escort quest part of it that people usually don't like about it, I actually really enjoyed that part of the game. I think all the little like hidden like tidbits of gameplay. I think the first person segment where you're walking around the house is actually extremely cool. Just all the little things about that game really propel it upwards. And I'm glad that game's kind of starting to get into the zeitgeist. People are talking about Silent Hill, and they're kind of looking at Silent Hill 4 again. Because I remember when I was first getting into Silent Hill, people did not like that game whatsoever. But like I've noticed since I played it, I've noticed in like the year since I played it, people, more and more people have started talking about it, and they're like, actually, this game's really tight. So, plants and animals are back. I just feel that fresh breeze. And that's what I call great divine intervention. There we go. There was one thing I was hoping we would get to in this stream. I guess I kind of made this take a lot longer than it should have by doing that top 10 games list. But man, I still can't. Anyways, the dude's name was Gaming Magic 13, and the reason I brought him up is because that list was just so weird. Because on that list, he has like Danganronpa and like weird shit like that, and then like Ace Attorney, and it's like, you know, those games are good. Well, Danganronpa maybe not, but like Ace Attorney, like that is a good game. But like top 20 games of all time, like I don't know if I would put it that high up. It's just a good game, but like not that good. Like think about how many games exist on this planet, and think about how many of them are just good, let alone like the greatest of all time. So it was one of those weird things. And then he has a top 20 list of games that he hates, and he has Super Mario 64 on the list of games that he hates. And that one was really funny to see, because like you listen to all of his different reasons for hating on that game, and you realize it really is just a skill issue. He just he nitpicks like a lot of weird things, like, oh, getting out of the water is so hard. And I'm like, yeah, not really. It's only kind of hard. Oh wait, I gotta do. Fuck. A lot of things changing. You should explore the whole area very carefully. Keep exploring. Sounds good. That shows lots of places we haven't seen yet. Might as well see all that we can see. Okay. Oh, does it turn me around? Okay. Oh. Whoops. Oh, well, there was a cutscene that was going to happen at some point. I was hoping we would get to on stream, because it it actually was funny. What's all this? The village is just busting with activity. Wonder what's going on. What's this guy doing? What a joy to see life returning to the land. Just 15 more to go. We will be blessed with a miracle when all trees are in bloom. Oh, okay. This lady's got a problem. Oh, that's a rare sight. Did you come down from the mountains? You're newly reborn. The wolf and I have it covered. Those monsters are history. Riding wolf, are we? One certainly resembles Shiranui, especially the nose. God damn it. I better get back to my work. Mumble, mumble. She doesn't believe me, dude. There we go. New drying pole? Where did that come from? Gods must have answered my prayers. How wonderful. Time to dry the laundry. Glad I was able to hang my laundry, but the sun seems to be so far away these days. Maybe it doesn't look like all those monsters. Shine closer. The laundry will dry in a second. This lady's chores are being done by the fucking gods. It's so awesome. Something's suddenly drawn so close, my laundry will be bone dry in no time. First my pole and now this? Will the miracles never cease? I ought to make some cherry cakes to offer to the sun. Come back tonight if you want some too, Snowball. No one makes better cherry cakes. Their mouthwatering good. There we go. Okay, they're doing good. Man, I ate before stream, but I'm getting fucking hungry already. Goddamn. Oh, there we go. I think Mr. Orange had something for me, right? What fucking order would I put all those games in? That's the second tricky part. It's like, what fucking order would I put all those games in? The fact that Among Us is on there is really funny. I still can't get over that because it feels like I'm trolling, but like I genuinely mean it though. Just like the interactions between people in that game, make it worthy of being like one of the best games of all time, in my opinion. What was that guy talking about? Oh, I guess he had more. I probably should have read what he said. I'm getting a bit sleepy, but I am enjoying the game so far. I think stream is going to end in like 30 minutes. Yeah, I started an hour late, so I'm going to be ending at midnight. You witness the majestic figure of Konoha. She has been withered and leafless, but as you no doubt noticed, she had made a miraculous recovery. My dancing must have made a connection with the sacred tree. She still won't respond to my questions. Perhaps her evil plague spirit has ascended to heaven. My secret Konoha shuffle shall sewn it back. Now you're talking, grown-ups. If only I could harness the power of the earth. How would I go about like? He's doing a different dance this time, I think. Oh shit, I gotta cook faster. No worries, dude. 30 minutes is a lot of time. I don't expect my dance. I need the power of the earth to save it. That is the only power that can restore all our withered trees. And if I were to perform that secret dance, I would never again become so gloomy in my old age. I shall save the until after all. Oh, okay. So I guess I got to go back to the open world and then do all those trees real fast. I am curious to see, like, I would love to go to like someone else's live stream and ask them what their top 10 like greatest games like would be. I'm just worried it would like delay their entire stream like it did mine. Like basically like it would basically have them like talking on a menu for like 20 minutes like I did by accident. Guess better offload some stock before heading back. Feel free to take a look if you've been set to do some shopping. Fish, exorcism, holy bone, steel fist sake, increases attack power, increases defense, slightly damages, temporarily deflect enemy attacks. I have a meat bag, herbs. You can hold a lot of items, holy shit. Okay, so backspace. But yeah, I wouldn't blame anyone for getting sleepy. It is late. Like, holy shit. I'm starting to get sleepy too. I'm starting to get hungry and sleepy. Let's see. Fan. I keep reading it's F1 for whatever reason. Okay, so we got to go up there. We basically got to climb this whole, like, hill. And then we got to go to those docks. What the fuck? Why did twice backspace work that time? This green area. Oh shit. Look at this old gate. I don't like the looks of it. Teaming with even power. We can just ignore it. What do you think, my furry friend? We going through it or what? Yeah, kind of part of the problem with the combat is it does get kind of old. The fact that your only input is like left click. It gets kind of boring pretty fast. And then when they turn black and white like that, you just draw. I'm pretty sure this is a kid's game though. Well, that's gonna be ironic in like 30 minutes. When we finally see what I've been trying to show you the whole stream. But jump. But that aside, I do in fact think this is a kid's game. I'm pretty sure. So maybe that's why the combat's not like super involved. All right, Otacon, fine. See if I can find Ocelot's Gooner stash. But you owe me big time for this. Thanks, Snake. I know it's a rather stupid request. Honestly, thank you. Well, no worries. Sneaks in the building, makes it to his computer. All right, Otacon, I'm at the computer. Work your magic. Whose Gooner stash are we stealing from? All right, let's see what the fuck? What's it? Otacon. Why is Ocelot into NTR? What's NTR? Wait, what? Wait, what? There. Oh, let's feed these bunnies. Ah, shit. Loving animals, herbivores, like sweet herbs. I gotta imagine they like the herbs, right? There we go. What the hell is NTR? Is that something you can type out in Twitch chat? How have I never heard of this? I feel like I know a lot about it. I think I know a lot of like fucked up depraved fetishes, but I've never heard of NTR. Maybe I have, and I've just never heard it abbreviated. Maybe that's what it is. I'm kind of like scared to Google it. I'm like NTR. I've been Googling a lot of shit this stream. Oh fuck. How long is this gonna go? Okay. It wouldn't let me skip it for whatever reason. That's kind of weird. Here we go. Divine intervention. I'd have to buy like a bunch of that seed probably to take advantage of it like each time. Oh, I just saw his big post. Okay. There is even armpit stuff. Otacon, why is there mind breaking here? I don't know about any of this shit. Otacon, don't kink shame, bro. Don't fucking tell me not to kink shame. I may be a gooner, but this shit is heinous. Oh, or wait, hold on. Is that Snake? No. Oh, Snake, see you found my gooner stash. Otacon, I've been compromised. Get out of there, Snake. I saw Yuri's stuff in there, too. Fucks. Oh, it's Ocelot's gooner stash. Okay. Die. I don't think you need me to tell you what happens. Snake, no. You can't be goons on. Fucking Ocelot goons on him. There we go. Die, Snake. Okay, I got it mixed up. It's Ocelot's goon stash. I'm like, why is Otacon having Snake sneak in to get Otacon's goon stash? That doesn't make any sense. Ocelot. Ocelot's into armpit shit. Not my best, but I cook. It would be funnier if I knew what all that stuff was, and I don't blame you for including that, because I would seem like the kind of guy who would know what NTR is. I have no clue what that is. Non-traditional, is that what it is? Non-traditional, and then what would the R mean? I mean, there's one word I can think of, but I don't think that's true, right? Is it? Is it the R word? Legend of Orochi. Non-traditional romance? Is that what it could possibly mean? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck NTR could possibly mean. I feel like I'm greatly like overthinking it. I'm overcomplicating it. Dry but satisfying and flavorful. Gunpowder caught fire again. Nobody's home, if you know what I mean. Let's come back tonight. Maybe he'll be up late. Maybe he'll be up by then. I'm pretty sure it's the Japanese version of cuck. Okay. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Oslot's into fucking cuck porn. He's got one of those chairs in the very corner. Oh my god. Oslot's got a fucking cuck chair. Don't look over at me while you're doing it, Snake, or I'll know. Just pretend I'm not here, Snake. You and Meryl do your thing, Snake. God damn it. Okay. For sure, like, I need some sort. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need the bombs, don't I? Where do I get the bombs? Oh, fuck. The cutscene I wanted to show you guys might have to happen in the next stream. God damn it. I took way too long. That stupid ass, like, top 10 games topic maybe wasn't the best idea, but oh well. Let's go. Okay. Something's gotta happen there and there. I think I need the bombs for like those two things specifically. So what's going on here? I remember I can do the thing over here though, if I recall correctly. Dojo is where people come to learn sword fighting and martial art. Oh, right. Who knows if they'll train you here? Maybe if you're a good wolfie, they'll teach you a trick or two. I wonder if there's 15 trees in the village that I forgot about or some shit. Oh, this guy's awesome. I love his design. Just got a big ass fucking chin. What do we have here? Looks like I have an adorable lupine visitor. Onigiri sensei. This is my dojo. Oh, he's missing an arm. Holy shit. What business could a wolf like yourself do having a dojo like this? Certainly you haven't come to study the fighting arts with yours truly. Yeah, let's learn. Like the cut of your jib, my furry friend. Very much like to while away with hours of play with you. I'm afraid that this place is far too dangerous for creatures like you. That is, of course, unless you can cover the training fee. Fleetfoot, okay. I'll be a monkey's uncle. You got the cash, you have you? I suppose I have no choice. I'll do as you wish and allow you to enroll in my dojo. Ah, ooh. Oh, right. That's why. Whoa. Are you mentally prepared to handle the ultimate challenge? Stuff inside to test your might. This guy is so cool. I forgot about that. Let the lesson begin. Let's practice the Fleetfoot God technique. Take these tips to heart and remember them as we train. Press shift to quickly without hesitation. In doing so, you can quickly bound out of the way of... Oh, okay, it's like a dodge. You will move in the direction you input, and the movement keys instantly execute a dash immediately following a jump. Do you understand? Sucks I can use the left click to advance the dialogue, but not the... Oh, I guess maybe I can. To hear the oh, well, I didn't I didn't say yes. Train until your muscles ache, then train some more. Do I just like leave? Enough, eh? Listen, Gold Wolf, gaining experience and a signal of skill is admirable, but you must not lose the drive for self-improvement. I pray that you do not forget that. Okay, 5,000 yen. Oh, wait, this one was cheaper than this one. Oh, that's funny. Okay. God technique. A place like this is no place for play, friend. You should go outside where it is far less dangerous. Damn, dude. So these gates, do I have to complete these? That's not a good sign. The fact that like I kind of want to avoid the combat. But oh well. Japanese version of cock. Oh fuck. Okay. I'm starting to get real tired. Holy shit. I wish I didn't have to delay these streams by like an hour. Unfortunately, I got to do the same with Resident Evil tomorrow. Just because like I get off work at 7 and then I'm like an hour away. I'm working like an hour away from my home. So one of those things where it's like, well, if I want to get food and also like make sure I'm ready for stream, then yeah, I kind of do got to delay it. I think that spawned a pool, didn't it? Okay, so maybe I do want to do that. Because it seems like that might be one of the ways to restore the trees. I am curious if... Man, I don't want to do combat right now. I am curious if there's trees in here in the town. Maybe these trees? Oh, okay. These have got to be it. There we go. Maybe I could just barely do it in time. We can end the stream on it. Consumed apple. Nectar-filled sour apple. We got peaches. Come on, man. Making me waste all my ink. What the fuck? This is so tedious. Yeah, the detection on this is not the great, not the greatest. God damn. Not my best when I cooked. Okay, where's those trees at? That one guy's existence seems to be to tell me how many of these trees there are. Oh, god damn it. The trees outside didn't count. Oh my fucking god. Can't. Please. Please. You have to be shitting me, dude. What are you looking for? Okay. Maybe I had to get closer. I wonder if it auto jumps like that on controller. I don't remember the game auto jumping at all. That pissed me off about Minecraft when they added auto jumping, and like every time I would install Minecraft, I'd always have to like fucking turn off the auto jump. Oh, whoops. Oh, I can't get up there. I keep forgetting I can't move the camera independent of where Amy walks necessarily. She kind of gets dragged wherever the camera's looking. Oh, fuck. Where are these other trees? Cool. Where's the tree? Okay, there he is. There we go. I would say there's a much simpler shape we could use to like. They probably could have used to detect this, but also on the other hand, it's like, well, what's simpler than a circle? It would be a straight line, basically, which kind of like would imply cutting the trees. I guess let's try it. Will the line work? Oh, okay. It restored the tree. What the fuck? What's this? Oh, okay, cool. Got that. Oh fuck! I got 10 minutes left. I mean, I'll probably keep going until we get. Oh, see any sign of her? Didn't kick the butt, did she? Should have kicked the bucket, didn't she? Oh, maybe I go back here. Yeah, kicked the bucket, didn't she? How do I go back to that area I was in originally? Because wasn't that out here? Like the area where we started? I remember there's a part where like you draw a giant peach on this tree. James and the giant peach. How have I not thought about that this entire time until now? Holy shit, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. The tree. The problem is the trees are pitch black and so is the sky. Okay, at least it sets it to daytime every time I draw. That's actually a good thing. It's a good thing they thought of that. Because if I was making this game, I would not have remembered to like do something like that, or I would not have noticed. That's definitely something you find like later in playtesting, I guess. how many more trees are there? I don't know if that was 15 trees. I feel like there's still some more. Probably like down here. Yeah. Definitely got to be more down here. Oh no, that's where we came from. Oh. Maybe I did get all the trees. 15 feels like such a big number for how many trees I circled, though. I feel like I have to miss some, right? Every single withered tree in this. Oh, okay. Now all we must do is wait for the miracle to take place. Okay, cool. Now we gotta watch the dude do his dance. I didn't even think I got 15 trees. That fucking acne, dude. Divers too. That's the answer to all my prayers. All the village's trees have sprung back to life. It's time to harness the power that dwells within the good earth. It is time for the Konohana Shuffle. I shall summon back the spirit of the divine tree Konohana. Sake of valor. But first, I must break my vow of temperance. I shall gingerly sip this sake, and soon we shall see blossoms. Like how he just chugs it. Holy shit. Yes, yes. I forgot about that. Holy shit. Gramps, you okay? You got a real weird look in your eyes. Snowbally soon. What you're about to see is the stuff of legends. The secret of secrets, I give you the Konoha Shuffle. Oh my god. I was just watching. Holy shit. Okay. I gotta remember when it. Oh god. Didn't work. Not even a bit. Tree was supposed to become a blaze of blossoms. The Konoha Shuffle nothing but a sham? No, it cannot be. I won't give up. I shall keep dancing till Konohana blossoms. Once again, the secret of secrets, the Konohana Shuffle. Oh no. This game has a lot of trouble detecting circles. No, fuck! Get you a son? What? Grandpa's dance looks like it might actually work. Am, give him a hand, okay? Okay, if we draw a bigger circle. Come on, dude. Come on. Okay, I'm going to draw a really big circle. Fuck it. I'm trying to help, man. I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep. Chat wants to go to sleep. I mean, we still got 4 minutes left, but I want to go to sleep. Chat wants to go to sleep. Let me do it, man. Let me fucking do it. Okay, I just have to draw a way bigger circle, I'm thinking. There we go. I guess that's why they have you like do 15 trees. That way you can get like an idea of what kind of circle you're supposed to draw. That's actually kind of clever. Why? What on earth? What on earth? Konohana shuffle not working. I would have given up at this point. Like I am like famously persistent. I'm the guy who keeps going. At this point, failing like 5 different times, knowing how like intense that dance must be to like perform, I would have given up. I would have been like, it's not fucking working, dude. There's something else. There's something else. Okay, so is it just the fact that like I'm not connecting it? That has to be it. Maybe it needs to be a connected circle. Well, for having me do those 15 trees, it really did not help me figure out what kind of circle I got to draw. It's fine though. It's fine though. We'll do it. We'll do it. We're gonna keep going until we do it. Damn it. Dude, if I was a fucking kid, I would have put this game away by now. I would have been like, come on, man. Or no, I think kids is the inverse. Like if you really want to see more of this game and then this shit happens, it's like you just keep trying and trying and trying and trying. At least that's how I was when I was a kid. So I don't know. Maybe if I had this game as a kid, I would have fucking just like kept going. I really want to back out of this, but I did not save. So that's on me for not saving. We're going to beat this part of the game on stream, dude. I don't fucking care how long it takes. I didn't save. I'm going to save and then end stream right after this. I'm going to save and then end stream right after this. This is fucking brutal. Holy shit. Well, full sends only. Yup. I gotta lock in, dude. I gotta fucking lock in. Yes. Okay. Each time I gotta be extra careful with it. All right. Maybe it depends on like, okay, cool. That one auto canceled for me, so I'm wondering if I got to do it like fast enough. Okay, cool. Please, 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 please. I can never know like if I'm doing it correctly. Oh my god, I thought it didn't do it for a second. It got delayed by like a micro. We were one away? Fuck this game, man. Come on. All I saw was you drawing a circle. Oh, great Amaterasu. This is the part I was talking about. This is why I say Kamiya's got a hard on for this chick. You're alive and you look very nice. Little bug friend. I see you are full of spunk as always. I owe this elderly gentleman my deepest thanks. What bravery. Mere words cannot express the depth of my gratitude. Thanks to you all, I have been restored and re-energized. Okay, so it's not that she has a peach drawing on her dress that happens to be colored like her skin. That was an actual opening. So that thing we saw on her peach ass, that was her actual ass. It's been like, it's confirmed now. The one who deserves my thanks and respect the most. It's none other than the glorious god Amaterasu. Praise be to you. She's got a really tall body. I'm realizing she's got like a really skinny, like stick body. It's really funny. I cannot guarantee that it will mean salvation for all of Nippon, but if you restore the guardian saplings spread about the land, you too will benefit from the power that results. I will remain in Kamiki praying for your mission's success. How I look forward to gazing upon you again. May the fresh scent of flowers protect you always. I see that this game has fan service. This is what Kamiya. I'm pretty positive this exists because of Kamiya. There's no way. Kamiya is like, can we please have a model of her where she's wearing less clothes? And they're like, all right, Kamiya, we'll do it just for you. I like to imagine he met with like the 3D modeler and he's like, can we please have her with less clothes? And they're all like, okay, Kamiya, sir, okay. Okay, so now I know there's supposed to be a star here. I'm gonna take extra long and deliberate with this. There we go. Okay. Oh, he crashed into the camera. It's like a movie. Oh, okay. I was about to say, didn't we meet a monkey earlier? Hasugami. Origin of all that is good and mother twists all. Long have I hidden myself here among the nature of Kamiki. But the time has come for I, Hasugami, proud member of the Hanagami trio of Flora gods, to reveal myself. Okay, so there's another one. There's a third monkey. May my power be of assistance on your grave quest. That is convenient that like they give you different shapes to draw. Like it is, because then if they gave you like a new move or something like that, they'd have to program that mechanic in. So it is kind of like a smart, efficient way to like build progression for the game without having to do like a shitload of programming for it. Holy smokes, that was Hasugami. That being said, if they were gonna do that, you could argue they probably should have like programmed the detection better. Like, thing is, I don't really know how they could improve on that from like a back end perspective, like how they would go about detecting that any better. Because I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you how it works. It seems like it works based on like the screen space. Like it reads maybe like the black compared to like the black pixels compared to like what's going on there, and then like interpret it somehow. Like that has to be how it works, right? That has to be why like the game goes like black and white like that. I don't know though. Maybe that's just a stylistic choice. I've been eyeing that treasure. Why don't we create some lily pads here? Maybe. Oh, okay. Make them like stepping stones. All you gotta do is draw circles on the water. Come on, Furball. Let me see you work wonders on that brush of yours. That's it. Hey, wipe that smirk off your face, Furball. At least we don't have to worry about getting wet anymore. I know, now that you have this new power, let's use it to travel a bit further out of the village. Yeah, so that one little stream where we would have had to swim down. I've tried swimming down that before. I remember doing it on stream and I couldn't figure out what the fuck I was supposed to do. I think I actually glitched my way up there before unlocking the lily pad ability. But then I needed a bomb up there. So either way, I couldn't really do much. I know there's a waterway for a ferry that went out of business around here. The problem is I need the bomb power. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, dude. Don't worry. I just randomly remembered that my shitpost could be Kent. Oh, man. Our little Sakia is back to play her old peppy self, but there are still lots of guardian saplings that haven't blossomed. Man, can I save? I gotta end the stream, dude. I like that. All the gooner shit in Metal Gear could easily be part of the fucking game. The only person not allowing it is Kojima. And he doesn't work for Konami anymore. There could be some really pervy guy at Konami who could go back and add even more pervy shit to Metal Gear if he really wanted to. And nobody's gonna stop him. Nobody stops Kojima. I don't know. If there's somebody at Konami with enough authority, that could most certainly happen. Okay, so save over this shit. Now the question is, it doesn't show the date next to the save file. So hopefully I'm going to remember which one we were on. Return to title, sure. But yeah, I do got to say thank you guys so much for stopping by and enjoying the stream. Debut of Okami. Went pretty all right. I'm not sure why the Xbox controller wouldn't work. I forgot we were playing this on keyboard, actually. But whatever. That being said, I wish you all a good night. I'm tired. You guys are tired. It's probably fair I let you guys go to sleep. So peace out. You guys have a good one.